The government tell us we woke, and at the same time sell us the dope that leads to heart failures and strokes. Where do we start? Do we believe what the elders wrote, or the ones who watch through a telescope? The Illuminati cyclops, Biz Markie on every coast. The head of a cult, the devil goat that sits in a drum circle like a hippie, dressed like a gypsy. My best of rocket to nebula quotes is like Tesla notes. Now they got surveillance on Diddy. I'm a cross between Umar Johnson and Billy Carson. I told my grandmother that we are from where the stars from. I'm like Rod Hayes, but I'm Todd Wave with a blonde fade. Some days it'll be an orange braid, half shade. That's just his character. I made hair like lemonade. Both his parents come from Africa. Y'all know the prototype, it's the walking life. See, the sun is the source of light. They made my quartz bright as New York at night. They say when Walter right, he can steer Hathor to the boat of the moon. Into the cliff, sent to the glyphs to open the tombs. They say Killah flows is like pillar protocols that fulfill the scrolls made of silver and gold. The bars I laid is like sculpted on the architrave. I wrote it like an art display with gods and goddesses with darker shades. I wrote it in the chamber, glowing like the child that was golden in the manger. Only 3 kings knew he was growing to be the savior. Okay, back to rap more about Hathor, the cow-headed near the Nile desert. Under the white clouds, the native dancing in the powwow. He wore the head crown of owl feathers. As the clan went from Loud Records, and Priest and Jizza wrote their signature down on Geffen. And hip-hop's are where I found the presence. The shepherds are coming down from Mount Everest, surrounded by peasants. With unclean skin disease, they called them leopard. I pointed a finger up and moved it around till I found the nebula. I told them I walked through Babylon, Persia, and Mecca. I talked to bees out their nectar, kings out their treasure. I've been counting ever since I've been walking. I started from forever. I've been writing on steelies, inside of caverns where it's misty. Dealt tarot cards to the hands of time. Closed my eyes while the mouth of a cave kissed me. I gave the walls history. Y'all enslaved us all misery. That's why I shaved it off and came back bald, a mystery. I wrote it all on big slabs of lapis, lazuli, channel vibe to the candle fire. 12 candlesticks sits on amethyst. I write my scrolls on the clove of a rose. You see them when they unfold, the untold secret me and the queen bee hold. So when they make the pollen then, I can communicate with the insect world like King Solomon. I mean solar gems, most roll to him.
Then I went rogue on them, those who stole my pen. Then I went ice cold as wind. Geminis, we roll as twins. When we take the mic, we live a walking life.
The D's rated house is looking for your favorite out of Brooklyn. Africa praises to the bushmen, to the natives in the woodlands, the raisins in the Juxin, through the mazes of the bullpen. They killed our saviors, re-raised us and made us into hoodlums. Malcolm X became one of the greatest out of the Muslims, except for this boxer who never went to Oxford, never became a doctor, but got the rings of the chakras. Cassius Clay and Hathaway passed away, saw dimensions. George Benson, could this be a masquerade? Preacher said fast and pray. My mother's not there, but I asked her grave. Tiffany's not here, but her ashes stayed. What word will Prince and Michael Jackson say? I was a boy, now the mirror showed me patches of gray. Then it got black, and I started like tapping into a haze. Days, the mirror said your hair looked glazed because that's how much passion you gave. This is what happened, you still rapping. The mirror became my healer when it told me I was a pyramid giver, a gold spitter and a soul filler. I came to slay the Antichrist. Walking life, walking life. Yeah, it's real pretty.
Walking man, thoughts expand, rivers in my orbits ran after me across Japan, mastered the default command, skin brown but so bright, the mirrors where I caught a tan, lost in Pan's labyrinth, spirits move across the sand, but birds to fly, the words to fire, but in exchange they lost their hands, appeared inside the jungle, in the bed upon a Moorish man, I'm multiplying, gold horizon, traveling our ghosts Orion, burned the tree to 3rd degree, asking all the birds agree, I'm absurdly a giant, using bamboo just to stir the sea, watched across an island, suddenly cooked the leaves to turn to tea, smoking gun to spoken tongues, 1,000 leagues below Poseidon, fell asleep and fell asleep, woke up and I spoke Hawaiian, Kamakami homicide, my brain was never colonized, as angels, demons, gods inside, bakeries were prophesied, serving loaves of sermons, they all heard and drove in herds and droves, to see me when I'm cooking up, I'm writing over burning stoves, while levitating lepretainment, search below the surface robes, surface codes, words explode, Terminator circuits froze, zigzag zodiacs, Killah, that's in murder mode, I hate how serpent hurt the toad, I can make the sculptors cry, rivers undiscovered under colors in the sulfur sky, in the child lullaby, valley where the skulls are dry, swimming this coat supply of culture most adults deny. Children see it, still believe it. Lyrics make your brains whirl. Zodiac charts inside the coffee cup. He made swirls with coconut creamer like he slowly watching paint swirl. Quiet child who clammed up, spoken, then it made pearls. Kai died twice like Mandela and James Earl, but only lived once in many bodies in strange worlds. My neck's a grail, talent, spinal fluid in the mind wine. They don't understand me here, I'm from a higher timeline. I wonder what the microscopic people on my spine find. Pro Tools arena, so cool demeanor, while my head and heart battle, that's old school Medina. Show and prove repeater, so smooth computer. I told you, Eureka. Zodiac and show theatrics, clearly they don't know the brackets. Nearly break your bones for practice. Think of kids who grow the cactus, marveled at my own exactness. They stand lethal from lowly maggots to holy maggots. Engraved sigil in the stone of Cabraxis, who kept his name hidden as unknown on the track list. Who rode a winged dragon on the road to Damascus, that kept his wings flapping on the throne of Galactus. No man can tell a Muslim from the bones of a Baptist. Dragon flame spit, turn the stones into ashes. I don't even mean music, but I own all the masters. And they ain't really government here, they're only actors. Farmers sat on lonely tractors, shaving over Hopi pastures. Only realized he giving haircuts to an Olmec after. Children in my gene pool that couldn't get a pool pass. Used to walk on blue moon grass, vision the cruel past. Astrologies take the wheel, now I don't need the fuel gas. My Uranus versus means I'm following the rules last. Back when I was formed, all the angels in the heavens stared. Sharp and swollen harpsichords playing over 7 stairs. Said a prayer, said a bear, my solar system set a bread. Know why I'm so fly, I'm flowing in the debonair, left the square. Anywhere I sit is an electric chair. Inside the maze I reached the dead end, and so I made a door. By just thinking, modern legend of an ancient Moor. When you die, the world dies, you're who they made it for. The tallest giant made a glass ceiling, it became my floor. Lyrics in my brain galore, miracle they can't ignore. Zodiac, I'm the only man that time waited for.
Who were some of your early influences?
Well, the planets, the creator, mythical gods, real ones, people, flowers, everything in nature, inspiration. Musicians get their inspiration really from environmental things, and all musicians are inspiration to me, no matter what style they're playing. Yeah, silent. Rain and thunder, the pain I'm under. Paranoid, I keep seeing the same numbers. Even on the train that's coming, lights in the tunnel. I'm standing at the terminal of eternal jewels.
God is love. It's either you just did. The same thing that created the tree created me. The same elements that created water created you. Same element that creates the wind and the rain created woman. God is everyone and everywhere.
I said it before, I'm a melody, a metaphor. I'm the L-O-V-E, comma, MC, comma, mentor, comma, Assalamu alaikum, breaking, Satan, embracing the day sun with night arms, quite calm. You see peace as we sleep, as you stare in the spheres, you hear light bombs, distorted noise, distant thunder, a sense of joy and mystic wonders. Spring is escorted into fall's courthouses in the winter season to visit summers.
The moon and the stars, the fields full of grain, the soft summer breezes and the mountain rains, it all belongs to my Father. Abba now is Shabbat Shemayim, Orion, Holy Mount Zion, snowy owls flying. I watched them closely, then slowly they morphed into Kobe Bryant. Talking, what is he saying? Then behind him I saw thousands of musicians playing instruments, intimate, actors and entertainment giants, masters of science. Get a path with their guidance. I'm in the craft when I'm writing. I am brass, I am diamonds. I wear a mask to keep them shining. I believe in man. I believe in woman. I believe that we can change anything that's wrong. I believe that God gave every man and every woman the power to change, to cause effect, to treat people decently. We have the power to feed the hungry children or not to feed. We have the power to give and man administer justice or non-justice. We have the power for everything.
I dissolve the Old and New Testament like it's a peppermint. These gospels open up my nostrils. The treatment's like a medicine. It secretes within my tonsils. Then I speak counsels to my apostles. Like it's heaven sent, like Jesus in the Nephilims. I'm in past and present tense. To unmask the devil Schmidt, to the upper class of presidents. Whether testosterone or estrogen.
Wait a minute, the colossal bones left evidence. Paintings of these ancient astronauts on these stones are copper tones. Salo, let's make an instrument. Chisel, now place the rocks on his phone. Then put it in his box that's unknown. The sun is hot, ozone, layer, prayer, watch. Time stops the invention of hip-hop. This is a microphone. The scenery is like a twilight zone. That's how I write poems. As I hone in my third eye cones. Then combs through ancient black civilizations and highlight thrones. Blood type Israelite to the real Christ is shown.
Do you believe in God?
That is God to me. God is trees, air, women, men, children. We are made in his image. So my philosophy is if we're in his image, we must really be close to him. So man and woman must be a part of him. That is God.
Here, the centuries of loneliness were to end.
Your collection of Leonardo da Vinci masterpieces, Mr. Flint.
They appear to have been recently painted on contemporary canvas with contemporary materials. Then, age, death, the taste of dust. Do you understand?
You wanted a perfect, ultimate woman. As brilliant, as immortal as yourself. Your mate for all time.
Merkaba master, I charted demons to other worlds, drive devils to plaster, rush them to hell, breathing asthma, place Satan on gurneys next to Hermes, send them off to their journey to Cleopatra. They read those chapters, egos captured, the Leo laughter, neoplasma, run through my veins in this matrix, and my basement became a plaza. And now I'm in the Sky Lounge with negative spirit hackers, build on math and we read the chapters, observe through our windows at the quiet disasters, riots at NASA, marches, gender pride, freedom rights for the masses, till we do away with first and second citizen classes. Religion is backwards, trying to comprehend to the pastor. This gym is like Jasper. Either we all live and strive for the youth to survive, or it all ends with the rapture. Forget waiting on the man, I'm making a plan. And for the ages of false statements, I'm taking a stand. Start an investigation on Satan with a cross in my hand. Make him plead guilty, now face the jury. We're in the courts of I am. If I could just vanish from off the planet, like magic, become caught from granite. Days, mathematics is understanding.
Hey, hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear. Oh, hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear.
A billion stories in the naked city. Ghost told me that his best friend needs a kidney. We froze, reminiscing Tiffany in the cold. Open whiskey from the 20s, in the memory. Sympathy, made the angels play a symphony. Said he could've had a scholarship, toured different colleges. Now he's out of it, faded away slowly on dialysis. His name remained anonymous, but here's my acknowledgements. Street legends and hood guards, kingdom fall into a mirage. Ghetto depression sets in, then we place weed and cigars. A child has difficulties concentrating. From where he lives, he sees his promises fading. He sees his pops gone, his mom's is aging. She trying to stay strong for a church congregation. And meanwhile, a kid named Rico was the coke king. A lot of siblings of the dope fiends hope you scream. A lot of children with broken dreams, homes were clean. The most extreme, you got rich and what you sold to queens. Look what you did to Josephine. And Ebony is unheavenly. The devil's ready with open wings. As Lucifer uses love and his youthful mug. Then his blood on the cobra's fangs.
Hey, hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear. This is the perfect place to disappear.
Peace to the family, peace to the podcraft, peace to the Godcraft, peace to everybody under the sound of the Iron Sauce voice. It's your brother, Knowledge Born Alive here in the building. We having a short wind down today. We're going to wind down, but we're going to wind down briefly, okay? Shout out to the greatest of all time. Shout out to the Iron Sauce for hip-hop. Shout out to our greatest storyteller, our greatest freestyler, our greatest lyricist, the one and only Killah Priest. That's the reason why we are here. That's the reason why we're here, okay? And we here on the Tuesday. It's my fault, okay? So don't blame Priest. It's like, I thought it was wind down Wednesday, okay? It's my fault, not Priest's fault. Priest gave me the attitude and the latitude to be able to come on today, because today is a very special day in hip hop and a very special day to us. Okay, so tell somebody that we're going to be here, not for a long time, but for a strong time, to celebrate the life and the legacy of one who meant so much to the art and sport that we love, the one and only Biz Markie. He left his mark in our heart and he played his part. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that in 1 second. But tell somebody we're here for a strong time and not for a long time. So we're winding down on a Tuesday because tomorrow we will be live with Master Killah. Okay? If y'all love me and know how much we have a Woo Wednesday situation with Master Killah performing live where I am. And if you know where that's at, then you know where he is. All right. So we get a chance and an opportunity to wind down today at Woo Wednesday, on a Woo Wednesday with one who's incomparable. So today we here to celebrate and elevate with the Iron Sauce. So shout out to Killah Priest, the Iron Sauce for hip hop. Shout out to hip hop's muse and the industry's muse. Okay, so for the new rulers that are out here, I'm talking about one who crafts her art and her science in a way that captivates and elevates the universe. The Niru verse, okay? Niru the fourth Fuji. And to my atomic alike, my twin brother, Solo Gems, okay? So we here in the building to honor the Father and the Son. When you see the Son and the Father and I are one. So Gemini, we roll as twins. And in that space and in that regard, tell somebody that we here live, because not only do we give honor to those on the platform on which we operate, and shout out to the one that is no father to his style, no father to his sound, who continues to uphold the rocket in that space, Architect D. Y'all know him as AD, aka A Dizzle. Okay. I'm going to bring on a curator, a motivator, and an inspirer, one who transposes those things from our mind in the unseen to 3D and our reality. One who guided us and gave us the visual space in regards to us living a lavish life outside of our imagination own and took us through the trek of the forest. But he didn't leave us in there in a space of disgust, but in a space of trust. So we got to navigate and enter through the forest of the happily ever after. And one who's continuing to give us the language for us to be able to decode and personify celestial grammar. Our brother, the curator, the visionary, and one who has the foresight and the insight to continue to give us art and love through our virtual stream, his bloodstream, and his life stream. I want y'all to hear that. All right. So let's put our hands together and show some podcraft love, especially on this day. This day is important. Okay. Y'all will see it in a second. Our brother of the craft, John Newsom, is in the building.
Peace, knowledge. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Let me get the bomb together for you.
Okay. Wow, shout out to Killer Priest, AD, Solo Gem, whole Podcraft family. It's an honor to be here. I was so happy to receive the invitation from you, Knowledge. Just enjoyed building with you this past week as well. And I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm in the forest. I'm back in the forest here in Brooklyn. But I got my eyes up here on the moon. That's the moon. That's where the celestial grammar realm is. Hey. And that's what my focus is right now. So happy to be here, and peace and blessings to everybody.
That's it. So we here on Nobody Beats the Biz Day. You understand? So for the family who didn't know, if they looked at the thumbnail, they saw somebody either they know or they don't know. Because nobody beats the biz. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody beats the biz. And we're here on the Killer Priest Podcraft on this special wind down segment. And John, we could tell him, right? We could let him in on a little secret. We wasn't going live, but we went live because there was 6,000 people. It was like, yo, what's up with the live? We need something. Okay, we need our fix. We here. We heard the advertisement. Are we a week early or what's happening? You understand what I'm saying? So the power of the craft compelled us to be on today.
Ooh.
Okay. In the spirit of Biz Markie. Okay. So I know you have a special connection. So I'll lead off with that and then I'll follow up with my special connection. So tell somebody that we about to get 2 exclusive stories that you didn't get from Showtime's documentary of The Biz. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and show your love for John Newsom.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I spent some time with Biz Markie and back in the late 90s, and he was fantastic. I met him out in the clubs. We had some mutual friends, ran around with him, did the city, downtown New York, and the energy was incredible during that time, and the music, and he was very much in his prime. I just had a great time every time I got to see him and spend time with him. One time, though, I do have a trip. I was taking a road trip through southern Pennsylvania, and I got out to go to a convenience store. and I ran into him randomly there. And this was before the days of cell phones and whatnot. But I had an Instamatic Kodak camera in my car, and we kind of reminisced a little bit. And I said, "Hey, we should take a picture." And he said, "Yeah, let's take a picture." And we took a picture, and I sent it to you, Knowledge, a little earlier, just to say this happened, because it was before selfies, but something just was so special about him, and to have that as encapsulated as a memory was really great. I mean, then the music, I mean, the personality, he was one of a kind. He was one of a kind. Yeah. So when I saw his name in the title page tonight, because I was going to watch anyway, and when I got the invitation to come on, I was just really, I was really happy about it. Biz Markie brings a smile to my face, joy to my heart. His rhymes, his music, again, the personality, and my wife is an Aries too, so that was some added
Hey,
bonus there. Yeah, peace.
my
Little
name is She
story.
the Swan. Nobody beats the biz. You know nobody that beats the biz. You know nobody that beats the biz. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like
Yeah,
that's
wind
one
down
of
style.
those. Yes, one that.
Wind down. Yo, Biz
Oh.
Markie is wind down. Indeed. Wow,
Let,
man.
let's see how many hashtags we could get for Biz Markie and how many hashtags we could get for Play More Killer Priest. All right, so
That's right.
we, I, Priest is watching with Solo and with Nero right now. So can we get 100 people to put the hashtag Play More Killer Priest? Can we do it? I think we could do it. I think we could get
I
100
know we
people.
can do it. I know we
Yeah.
can do it.
Shout out to Mitchie Hotep. Mitchie Hotep, you are a legend in real life. Okay. I'm not going to disclose it now, but I'm just telling you. Shout out to Mitchie Hotep. You are a legend in real life. All right. Where's Rasul, Lost Children of Babylon? He's a legend in real life. You understand?
Indeed,
Lord
he
Da Vinci,
is.
aka Da Vinci Code. He's a legend in real life. Right? There's so many legends that are amongst us. Aurora Borealis, sir. You are a legend in real life. Okay. So the God craft, the pod craft, everybody that's out here working and playing more Killer Priest.
Play
You
more Killer
understand?
Priests.
When I looked on here and I saw our brother, the animation king himself, Dave Flores, I was like, man, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we gotta go live. Okay, we gotta go live. Dave Flores is here in first place. Like he's the first guy to say, yeah, let's go. Where we at? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So Dave Flores, S.L. Smith, and some of the fam got Sentinel. Fella B in the building. Shout out to Fella B from the land down under. He's in tomorrow. Okay? When you start talking about time travel, he's in tomorrow already looking back. He's never in the
Wow.
back looking forward. He's always in the front looking back from where he's at, from the land down under. Okay? Fella
Yeah.
B, aka Fella B Dundee up in there. And Freddie Cali and all of the family. So
Nice.
my eldest sister at a time she was in a relationship with Biz Markie. So my mother, rest in peace to her, honest to her, may God be pleased with her and her works, got a chance to meet him physically. And my siblings, they got a chance to meet her, to meet him, excuse me, pardon, to meet Biz Markie in my home.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's one of those things. You understand what I'm saying? So thinking about an impact like the vapors was it from a storytelling MC perspective too. You know what I'm saying? So that part, but just a friend could have been I'm not doing that, John. I was about to do it, but I'm not.
Hey,
So
knowledge. As long
there's
as the love and the trust is there, we're gonna grow like a plant. God.
that's it. We're gonna blow like a plant. Son. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to one of the greatest albums ever made. Only built for Cuban links. You understand what I'm saying? It turns
Indeed.
30 this year. So if y'all
Wow.
ain't heard it in 30 years, go get it today. If y'all ain't
Wow.
heard Tikal in 30 years, go get it today. If y'all ain't heard Return to the 36 Chambers, Old Dirty Bastard, go get it today. Go get it today. Okay? And shout out to Planet Asia because one of his albums turns 25 today.
Wow. Wow. Shout out Planet Asia. Amazing.
Yeah.
And
One of the
while you're
greatest
at it,
lyricists of all time. Go ahead.
pick up a copy of Forest of the Happy Ever After,
Woo!
which turns two on May 1st.
That's it. On
Yeah.
May Day. Okay, we
On May
going up
Day.
with that's the only space where you go up on May Day. Everything else you're going down. Okay,
Yeah.
so into the forest
Yeah.
that turns wisdom on
Mm.
the knowledge day. Oh, we're gonna do something epic. We got to. We gotta do
Yeah.
something epic. There's no way in the world. We gotta do. Yeah, that's how it works. It works just like that.
Yeah. Well, we're on the cusp of Abraxas too. Celestial
Woo!
grammar. I mean,
Yes.
priest. I'm in Prospect Park right now, actually in Brooklyn, and there's a waterfall right over there. I
Yeah.
could walk over to it, but that's like priest. In fact, in the back of the album cover for Forest, you see the river, the flow, and that's the knowledge and the rhymes and the imagination and the
That's it.
creativity and the spirit and the love, and that's the water. Whoa, hello.
Look, he
Dog
said
just
that at
ran up
eleven
on me.
eleven for the numerologists out there. He said that at 11:11. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
telling y'all
did.
what I'm telling y'all. What I'm telling y'all.
And look, this
Yes,
dog just ran up on me out of nowhere.
there it
But I say
goes.
that also because I love it when Priest talks about the sound the dog makes and how
Yes,
reassuring and revitalizing that is to your humanity and the
hmm
spirit and the God nature. So, I look at that as a sign right on
look at the
11:11. The
God
dog
nature,
runs
right?
up. Yo, that's
There it goes.
crazy.
That
That's
means
how it
you're embraced
goes.
by nature in
Yeah.
regards to because he could have your scent before he ever saw you.
Yeah, because
So
there's nobody else around. There's just that dog, and then it's gone. That was something.
whew, there it goes.
Cool. There it goes. As it flows.
Mm.
Yeah.
Long as the love and the trust. What you said? Long as the love and the
As long
trust
as
is
the
there.
love and the trust is there, we're gonna grow like a plant. Grow like a
We're gonna
plant.
grow, son. We're gonna
We're gonna
grow like a
grow, son.
plant, son.
Gonna grow like a plant. That's right.
There it goes.
Peace.
Right. So on a day where we have position and opposition, so we're gonna show love and shine a light. If y'all ever heard of a man named Biz Markie, share some of your stories. Share some of your highlights in regards to Biz Mark E. Because Bismarck is something that has a German significance. Bismarck,
Mm.
von Steuben. Okay? So Bismarck, they say Bismarcky. So if you had like the Marktplatz, that's like the marketplace in German.
Mm.
So Bismarck has a significance in regards to one of their war generals. So you describe a space of Bismarck E or Marquis. Marquis, your position on the Marquis in regards to your position for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to be on the marquee and your position on the marquee, whether you had small letters or you had large letters, determined your value in regards to the venue.
Mm.
So that's why nobody beats the Biz, right? So the Biz from a business perspective, the Biz from the goal, you understand? Like no matter what it was, he's undeniable.
Hey, you're showing biz. It's
Yeah.
showbiz.
Show Biz.
That's right.
And you leave your mark,
That's right.
right? You leave your
Yeah,
mark.
that's right.
So you leave your mark on the marquee. So if your name is on the marquee, I'm going to Master Killah's concert tomorrow, and his name is going to be on the marquee by itself. Like this
Mm.
shirt I have on, Januso, I have this shirt on from the same venue from KRS, and there was a guy who looked like KRS's son. He could be his son. He didn't.
Wow.
He had to tell me like that's not my father. You understand? But you are one of his hip hop sons. I came to the
Mm.
table and got this shirt
Uh
and
huh.
another shirt, and I'm like, I need your name on the other shirt. He's like, huh? Me? Yes. I need your name, your autograph on this shirt because KRS
Oh,
trusts
that's
you enough
great.
to be a front man out here in this regard. And his name is
Mm.
Isaac. So shout out to Isaac. Isaac
Shout
is
out to Isaac.
that name between Abraham and Sarah, or Abram and Sarai.
Mm.
So God comes to them and say, "You about to have a son." She's like, "I'm too old for that son stuff you talk about. I know you got it and everything. That is funny. You got jokes." And he didn't have no jokes. God didn't have no jokes in that moment. It was jokingly taken, but it was
Right.
for real. So she has a
Wow.
son named Isaac. Isaac associated with laughter. So I'm out there talking to Isaac and saying, "Hey, I know you're taking this in jest, but this is real. If KRS has you out here as the front man, he's not coming to interface with people. You are interfacing with people. So they're taking KRS
Right.
at you in this commercial venue
Wow.
where they're spending their or circulating their dollars. So you are a spiritual
Right.
son to the father." He's like, and I
Mm.
rhymed. I said, "Oh, what you think this is?" You understand what I'm saying? So like it
Yeah. Yeah.
works together in regards to how it works together. So it's working together
That's
in
true.
tandem right there in that space, right? So your
Wow.
son, your physical
Yeah.
son, Luke, shout out to Luke, my nephew.
Yeah.
He
Peace.
has an art
That's
show
right.
coming up. So tell the fam what's going on with the art show, what my
Wow.
nephew,
Okay.
aka your son. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Knowledge. This is unexpected. And I'm gonna do it on Luke's behalf, but it's exciting. He came to me with the idea that he wanted to curate an art exhibition, and he's grown up in the art world, seeing exhibitions, meeting artists, and uh, he said, "Dad, I want to curate a show." And I was just, I guess it would be similar to maybe when Solo picked up a mic and Priest might have looked at him like, "Whoa, he's picking up the mic," or something like that. I just was so excited about it and observant, but it needed to be his. You know how it is, like with all of us, with everything we do, whatever you do, it's got to come from within. And I really felt like he was genuine with this. So I said, "Okay, well, uh, I'll be there to support you any way I can, as long as you promise me that you'll take it seriously." And he said, "Oh, I'm going to take it seriously. I've been thinking about it for about 9 months." And I said, "Oh, you have?" He said, "Yeah, I have a title." I said, "Okay, what's the title?" He said, "Open Eyes." I said, "That's a good title." And he said, "It's about that space when you're waking up in the morning. It kind of feels like you're between the clouds and space, like a psychedelic." And was so impressed that he was talking to me about this. And he said, "I want it to be 10 artists, artists that I know well, that I've grown up with, that I know their art. And I want to do studio visits." And he did it all. It's been a year in the making. He opens June 26th at a gallery called A Hug from the Art World on 19th Street in Chelsea here in New York. You're all invited.
Woo
Producer
woo.
producer plug, aka Gustavo is going to be spinning at the opening. He already confirmed that. You have a lot of Podcraft fam that's in New York there, but also great artists. And, I'm just so thrilled to be sharing this with the Podcraft family. Thank you for the time. And, man, Luke was with Priest when he was in town recently. And he met Ghostface the other week. And Ghost signed a copy of the 36 Chambers vinyl for him, and he loves hip-hop, and he's grown up listening to Wu-Tang, and now he's curating a show. Again, it opens June 26th here in New York, so I'll keep you updated with how things are progressing, but so far so good. So far so good.
Did you ever have a discussion with Luke and you looked at him and said, Luke, I am your father?
I have said that. I have. I have said that.
I love it. I'm telling you, I love it, Luke.
I have said that, but you know what? But he was up in Vermont. Actually, we were up there before Priest and Solomon were up there, and he got to see the Forest of the Happy Ever After exhibition, and we started getting a little deeper because his middle name is Sage, so it's Luke Sage Newsom, but it's Sage because of the color. It's a beautiful color. I like to use that color in painting, sage green, but also the wisdom of the sage and the ancients. And we were looking at the painting of Killer Priest and talking about wisdom and the album, and from say a track like Gnome to Killer Whales and Flowers, Seasons. We went on, and it was about the sage and the wisdom of the sage, and Zen and the Art of Archery, that book. I was talking to him about that, and Sid Arthur, and just to be able to share this type of reflection on knowledge and wisdom and imagination and creativity. It's just really such a blessing, man. You and I talk about this a lot, especially recently. And, it's all about family. And, man, I just feel so comfortable sharing this with you, because it's such a great space that we're in here with the ecosystem. And thanks for asking me, Knowledge. I really appreciate that. Really, thank you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love to you and
Thanks.
love to
Thank you, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Since you said seasons,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna play seasons real quick as
All right.
our other guest gets here in the building. Tell somebody to tell somebody. I'll tell you, we're not gonna be here for a long time, but we're gonna be here for a strong time. So
Yes, sir.
think of your Biz Markie references, think of your hip hop references, think of your family references. You understand what I'm saying? So we celebrating hip hop. Shout out to the Aries that are out here that's in the building. Okay, we're giving way to Taurus season. Taurus is about to be an immense type of situation. Okay, so shout out to the Taurus. All right, shout out to the Taurus. Not the tourists, like I'm saying, like tourists, like they coming from another place. I'm talking about shout out to the Taurus and
Shout out.
the Aries. So we here
Yeah.
in the building. So tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that we here live. So we're gonna get into the seasons and we're gonna give a mantra. So I didn't see no hashtags about play more Killer Priest or Biz Markie. So I'm gonna give y'all right now in this moment to redeem yourself. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't see how many play more Killer Priest. I didn't see how many to quantify or qualify Biz Markie as we get ready for our next guest that's in the building. So tell somebody to tell somebody. I give you a chance. All right, I ain't about to, I ain't gonna do you bad, but I'm gonna do you a little something, something. If I don't see a something, something from a something, something. Okay, John was in the building. We going
Thank
up.
you.
And we're gonna collaborate with John Newsom and our next guest right here, right now. Tell somebody to tell somebody you love them. Tell somebody to tell somebody we live. Tell somebody to tell somebody also we love them and we live. And we're not gonna be here for a long time, but a strong time. So we gonna pay homage to the biz of the marquee. Okay? And we here with the Soft for hip hop, Killah Priest. So we definitely gonna play more Killah Priest. All right. Tell somebody to tell somebody. For the seasons of the seasons. Let's go.
I got a date with Summer. She said Leos have egos, but make great lovers. That's all that she knows. Ocean, white seagulls. Sky turns purple. Virgo. On the sand with Merlot. Her clothes off. Her skin so soft. It turned cold. Wind from the north. Beneath the purple spinning sky. Let me tell you about my twin, Jim and I. We were wet from the waves till our linen dried. Then the sun started to fade, thin in tides. It's all love, but I hate when women lie. She said she was just my summer fling. Wait till spring, she'll come again. She kissed me gently, I rubbed the winter hair. White as snow, we said cheers to our New Year's. Right in flows, the night is cold. Come here, put this jacket on. My dear, take some tongue cat, Ollie and horny goat, Capricorn. It's getting late after dawn, let's make some passion porn. She said wait, let me score them till the autumn. It's like a lake when we're falling. Brown, orange, sound of birds calling. Don't beat around the bush, get to the point. Taurus, or our envy poison. Left us a corpse in the cold. Scorpio, coffee in the loft with some weed rolled. A kilo, fish scales, Pisces. Summer of love, sheer bliss. Reminisce, kiss and tell. Ocean, boat sails, big whales. Times I miss, she said, this is the season, let's take a picture. Aquarius, pouring out a heart. Take a chariot like a cherry pick. Seasons, morning till it's dark, like Sophia the Caesar. She said I should never leave her. Thoughts laying on her heavy. Libra, you be my angel, I'll be your leader. She looked back at me, don't be a jackass, Sag. Good thinking why you always stay mad. That's why we always bump heads. Aries, I used to drill it like a ram. Relationship got cancer. Sideways, held on things like a crab, especially our past. But seasons are our destiny's last. Forever November 22, I stick a gum, pennies and glue. Loafers on sofas with you. Mocha, posters of us too. Seasons. Summer, winter, spring, fall. Seasons. All seasons. I love the seasons. The seasons. The seasons while we're here. The seasons while we're here. Seasons.
Yo, colleagues, equilibrium that mastered the gun style. My cell phone's own, called a pass for the sundown. But Aries answer saying he'll be back from a gun trial. Caught shooting the breeze in the back is the sunchild. Leave but that's a phone to the side, but mine Jupiter, Capricorn, answer with one ring to rule them all. Sun King Aquarius change can make you new it all. Taurus are the spokes in the wheel, they know who to call. Superman, rise to the occasion when the humans spoil a lonely child. Better sand castles with the hands of time. Relax, meditate and stay home like the Cancer sign. Gemini 12, imagine a Peter Pan and mom, the pitter pattern of the brain drop rings of the grand design. Phantom of the amber shrine, Virgo things you can't combine, but it makes the plans align. Leo under the camera time, up the stage I look up at the stars like they're fans of mine. Scorpio found treasure she ain't seeking, never plan to find. Fish up his footprints in the annals of the sands of time. Pisces footprints, 12 inches is a ruler. 12 signs, the ecliptic is a jeweler. Sag cross the spirit river in the physical maneuver. Ask the martini, take a sip of the Kahlua. God craft coming hoppers to the ship is our maneuver. 4 seasons, I call them the 4 C's. 7 in the center, it calls me the 4 C. I'm leaving bars behind like I walk through the doors free. So much self-esteem, I can walk through the walls, see? Messes in the numbers, I met her in the summer. Hit after hit, I never guessed I was a drummer. Wrestled the Leviathan, my vessel is the lion's den. Moby Dictionary made the steppers at a hydra skin. I sat back, just watched the time spindler. Zodiac, Goldie, Optimus Prime Minister who climbed the sky ladder to rocket for my temperature. And once I reached the pinnacle, I got the perfect view. Sometimes I'm not even sure if I'm on earth with you. Be prepared when the seasons come. 4 creatures, 4 wheels that complete the one. 12 signs on the road, what will we become? In a race against time, who can beat the sun? Be prepared when the seasons come. 4 creatures, 4 wheels that complete the one. 12 signs on the road, what will we become? In a race against time, who can beat the sun?
Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. King of Dadanari, speaking wise words to Matani. Dress godly, the book of proverbs I embody. Student enrollment, my music's golden. With writtens that influence my opponent. I'm fluent when I'm flowing. The words from Fakulti to Nurta, carved out in murder. Priest rocking cherry, that's from Persia. Write rhymes using old English curses. Like I'm from 685 BC circa. Get off your knees, you know not what you worship. But salvation's for the merchants. Black child of the Berbers. The ruler saw her dawn. Write it in a book made of bronze. Said like you pushing my creative palms. When I was born, there was major storm. A black god in his greatest form. I'm what real rap listeners was waiting on. I mastered the 7 skills, so I was taking long. Then went back and got the 8. That's not in the book. It's not seen, not spoken. Only true masters can relate. In this place, there's no time, no date. God sakes, you have to rhyme to be great. Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim, a whole line. Like Gilgamesh and write a scroll in Holy Zion. Ishtar in front of Urdu Malisi. Sit on his throne easy and write a poem weekly. Priest in his own, my microphone become a species. All on its own, new chromosomes. Bones Marvel DC. My impact on rap to free all the righteous people trapped. I'm overstead and we under attack. Biz Markie music was godly. 82 they dropped Atari. 26 empty clips, John Gotti. Killah Priest hip hop version of Bob Marley. Amongst the Ansars, Israelite Muslims and God bodies. Now we got the whole taps. As far as deep, only priest flow is left. I took an oath to hold a set. The Ashur, Ike, in the writing. Holy Bible, Genesis, chapter 6, speak on the giants. My favorite anime, Attack on Titans. Favorite boxer, Mike Tyson. When rhyming, I miss the excitement. Play more Killah Priest. Golden. Gold, play more Killah Priest. Priest, it's from around the way. Shout out to all the DJs. Stop the rhyme with the skills. Killah Priest keeps it real. He want it like that, so he got it like that. He want it like that, so he got it like that. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. The black Jews to the 52 states. All those who relate, this is not up for debate. The stars form a hexagon shape. Metatron in the face. My body forms in the Babylon race. Through megastorms, electrons made a heart pulsate. Piece of Capadon, Ray Corner, Ghostface. Islam is your faith. Open Qurans beneath Ramadan dates. A Hittite king assassinated by a Syrian prince. A chronicle from the honorables recorded the event. Also with the help and the blessings of a religious establishment. Priest is the dragon in the trench. It's raining badly, I'm throwing daggers while I'm drenched. On the top of his palace, I scale down, looking through his windows, eating salad. Holding a chalice, I'm moving silence. Like smoke, you'll never taste the scope on your palate. Who wanna hold a throat in a challenge? Bleeding out, trying to stop the blood while I nail on the prophet rug. Shots blow through the window, snowflakes in my memento. Gold plates, blindfold, tied up, pillowcase. Foreign voice asking me for info. They fed me whiskey till I'm pickled. They hit me in the arm with the sickle, but I'm calm and official. Alarms whistle, royal priesthood came with the gang. Save the Messiah, fire rain. Armageddon, the beast beheaded, we reign supreme. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. Say the fake one. Yo, you need some understanding. Here we go, here we go. To learn the laws and commandments, cause we're learning. Yo, city. Our mind is gonna blame. Not using our mind. We're not using our mind. We're losing it every day. You know what I mean? Priesthood. We always seem distracted. I'm distracted. Our magic always cause a reaction when we're real magic, rap magic. You know what I mean? In the streets of the city, Brooklyn, Bronx, love solo gems. Let's go. Hebrews always talk about reparation. I came here from another world. What we say? With just a hood on me, just a hood. That's a ooh, just a hood on me. heroic silence to the oldest island begin to thaw, replaced by a growing comfort from endless wars, a sense of openness from the hopelessness of night terrors and war-torn, a culture hit on the tree whose roots go down to hell, a vulture sits, its fruits are strange, comfort is the enemy of change, that's Buddha slain, ostentatious displays of masculinity, master identity, clashes of chemistry, acts to ministry, they found ossuaries where Yasha was buried, Yale and Oxford is wealthy, that's where it's held in box with the Steelies, sensation-seeking journalists, selfish collectors, thieves and lit professors, search for leads to hidden treasures, forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve bitten together, seductive promise, corrupt the conscious, curse of the monstrous, a bomb nuclear launches, dinosaurs extinct, who instruct the comets, destructive regardless, Buddha's twisted bamboo, the Messiah touch a carpet, unspoken tension, permeated the air, the sun show us vision, made perfectly clear, the whole solar system, from days, months to years, casting that over our tranquil existence, joy and tears, the town's whispers grew louder, weaving tales of a particular king of power, deceived as well, conversation in hush tones, spoke of a clandestine underworld, King Tut's bones, the son of hell, gray smoke filled the air, creating a nostalgic atmosphere, contentment, religious, in the quietude of recent years, a mysterious veil descended from the night upon the living, the sun dipped below the horizon, the streets took on a different shape altogether, monopolizing luxury cars, sleek and expensive, stealthily rolled through the winters, criminal business with their wives and the fitness, some took bribes, leads to a sentence, some survived, codependent, now they co-defendants, exposed to witness through hopes and contradictions, cellmates, ex-cons in prisons, killers with long convictions, addicts with strong addictions, badges, they draw depictions, priest and mystic listen, my book fell apart when I touched it, its pages turned back to a papyrus, then went back to a tree, to a seed of a mustard. Yeah. We're not gonna be here for too much longer. I'm just telling you, okay? You gotta have a little portion to play more Killah Priest, but we will be in the building. Wind down on this regularly scheduled program. Next wind down Wednesday, we got a special edition in lieu of Master Killah's concert. We'll be there live tomorrow. You understand? And the people who are performing with and opening up for Master Killah will be here soon. So I'm telling you what I'm telling you, what I'm telling you. Stay tapped into the wind down. All right. Stay tapped into the wind down. Shout out to hip hop's War Cloud. Hip hop's wind down. Well, hip hop's War Cloud. Mighty Hebrew will be here next week. Mighty Hebrew will be here next week on the 16th. Right. So shout out to Ben Frank. Shout out to Aurora Borealis. Shout out to the fam. Mighty Hebrew will be here next week. So if y'all wanted to get into his story and his contribution next week. So stay in tune. Tell somebody next wind down. Mighty Hebrew will be here in the building from the multiverse. Okay. So it's happening. So we get into the war cloud of hip hop.
We got the Iron Software Hip Hop, Killah Priest, and we got the War Cloud of Hip Hop. So the war horn will be sound. Excuse me, will be sounded. All right? And we're going to be here in the building. Shout out to AD, Architect D, A Dizzle. So Thursday and Sunday doesn't change. Thursday and Sunday, the regular podcast schedule will be in the building. Shout out to AD for allowing me to assist him this week. That came through in the building with the master student, a humble brother Crump, on Sunday. It was a beautiful experience. So it was great. It was great. It was great. Anytime we could get into the cinematic world of the false matrix where they push their agendas as if they're real in real life, I love it. So make sure y'all run it up with our humble brother Crumb, the master student, and his channel, Crumb TV. It was epic. It was dope. It was everything. All right? Everything. So glad to be in the space. And shout out to those who are investing in themselves in regards to the song promotion segment. Keep it coming. We love to hear it and we love to provide the feedback. So www.killahpriest.tv and click on the tab for the song promotion segment. After you play more Killah Priest, after you buy the merchandise, secure your space to allow your art and vulnerability to meet together to be displayed and distributed around the world. I'm telling you. For a nominal fee, you can invest in yourself and your art and be heard around the globe. So it's definitely a great opportunity to tune in and to tap in and leverage this opportunity on the live side and leverage the opportunity on the replay. So I'm telling you, it's a beautiful situation where you don't lose. www.killahpriest.tv, song promotion segment, play more Killah Priest, and invest in that way in regards to how you're working to do for your own craft. And over here, become a Patreon subscriber. So it's a great opportunity. It's a triple tap. It's a triple tap. So salute to Eric Ramsey, Hank, Freddie, Cybernet, everybody coming in the building. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. We about to get up out of here and give a chance to play more Killah Priest before it's time to get up out of here. All right? So that's what you're here for. That's what you're here for. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. So this right here, shout out to Isaac. That was the representative for the teacher, KRS-One. So shout out to everybody who put up a hashtag for the Biz Markie. You understand what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody who put up a hashtag for Play More Killah Priest. This is the mantra that we have to get into the minds and the hearts of the people, whether they're here now or they come through in the replay. We need them to play more Killah Priest. We need them. So tune in with the Patreon, subscribe, become a subscriber, and all of the mix right there. And we become the virtual street team. That's one of the reasons why I play more Killah Priest. Not just because I love it, not just because I like it, but as I shared in the last craft setting, shout out to John Newsom, shout out to the family. A person went to AI and said, I like these artists. Recommend me some people that's in line with these artists right here. And AI was like, play more Killah Priest. So if the artificial intelligence is already on track to tell new people who are seeking out this sort of hip hop to say, hey, play more Killah Priest, we're supposed to be ahead of that curve. We're supposed to be the reason why the algorithm is referencing and referring to those in the art form who have made substantial strides and have the staying capability to be able, for us to be able to point to them. So we're supposed to be out there with the hashtag leading the charge, not AI. AI can't be leading the charge in regards to the art form that we love and curate. So in our priest curation nation, we should be out there advocating to play more Killah Priest, because that's why we're here. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? Play more Killah Priest. You understand what I'm saying? Play more Killah Priest on that rocket to the nebula, to the planet of the gods. Salute. Solar Facts. Salute Rakib, Eric, Andromeda. All of the folks that we know out here that are playing more Killah Priest. La, 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 la. Play more Killah Priest. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's out here. It's happening. So, I'm going to play one more. Scream the name out. Killah Priest. Play one more joint before we get up out of here and go into the Play More Killah Priest segment. Shout out to John Newsom for coming through, showing love. Shout out to the fam. Okay, we out here moving. If you out in LA, New the 4 Fuji is out there in the building. Show us some love. She's there for a couple of more days. So if you wanted some of that advice, you wanted to leverage some of her knowledge, skills, capabilities, whether it's a feature, whether it's a hosting situation, whether it's an interview situation, leverage that out there in the moment while she's there on the visit. Maximization of the time that's there being circulated. Shout out to my ALike, my twin brother, Gemini. We roll as twins. Always with the gems, solo gem in the iron soft hip hop. Killah Priest. So I'm playing one song, close out. On the way of the comeback, I'll play two, because Gemini, we roll as twins. I'll play two, come back, close out, and we get into Play More Killah Priest. I'm telling y'all, I'm not going to be here for a long time, but we're here for a strong time. All right? We're here for a strong time. So tell somebody to tell somebody. We here live for a few more minutes.
My fingers slipped from Solomon's grip. I was swallowed into a bottomless pit, going down through the rocks from a cliff. though the darkness wasn't the worst of it. As the curses eclipsed, I saw spots in the gothic were lit, going down the throat of black smoke, into a moat that covered my face and my back like a coat. I'm in his bowels with owls, and men that wrapped their head with towels. They spoke the Talmud, the owl school, loud too. I'm in his guts, I see skeletal forms, endless tusk. The winds are rough, a gust bends me up. My view is now in the spiral, confused as I go up in the cycle. Circular, 6 dimensions, my body light up. I'm a Merkaba, positive, negative in my messages. I thought the worst occurred. Soon as I lay the verse in the beat, it becomes a 12-person word. I risen from the beast's digestive system. I resurrect with wisdom. When I connect with rhythm, I see Solomon hands appearing closer as I reach, coming from debris with composure. Behind me, looks like debris from explosives on planets that nova. That's when I got the grip, he pulled me over. As he pulled, he slipped, my hand still in his grip. He tumbled to the edge of the canyon, his body dipped. I said, I got you, hold on. We both pulling so strong. Then he tapped me on the back of my shoulder, asked me what's wrong, asked me why I'm leaning over the canyon. I look again, I'm holding on my other hand like a companion. I said, wait, something not right. It went left, let's get this straight. As he curved the conversation, it could drive you to a place. I backed up, shocked, bouncing in my mind. A lie sends you mistakes. Food for thought, read it on the plate. Since Adam, Eve, and the snake, evil deeds inflated like a cake. Superstition, religion, became a business. Truth is fiction, changed from old, new edition. New offenders, new to prison. Sign up to the system, line up, choose a witness. We lose due to fitness, we chew with a vengeance. No clues for the sickness, cold flu so suspicious. Mom brew hibiscus, a song that she knew, a stew or twisted citrus. Esau's the author of my free fall of torture. Evils and horror, eagles guard the borders. Energy has a sequel, cerebral's getting stronger. The mummified hands trying to grab me. The son of I am, jagged stone streaming past me. Abraxas sweet as Simha Paroma. Galaxy above my head, holding my diploma. Graduated, not encapsulated. A lot infatuated with my greatness. Most of y'all favorites, I keep it basic.
Aroma, see what Rebus Abraxas. Words slow motion, falling down side up. I read it backwards. The sea becomes a skyfish freeze, turning to blackbirds. Trouble is afoot with no ledge like Bishop's last words. Free fall until he crashed. Now they yelling free falling at an ankle. Need the cash, need the dough. See below, secret wisdom in the class nerd. We spill the juice crucible. Visions of the past stirred. Alice's paralysis. I want Atlantic fast to blur from fire above the phallus. Niggas cured, now that occurred. Reflections coming back like who was fishing for a glass turd. Seeing through the shift is so different, it was absurd. Trust my gut feeling as I'm hearing what my abs heard. The band was playing spinal chords, in them with a crab served. Glasses full of passwords, wasn't in use tubes. Has been plan on coming up to get new views. Falling out the sky while I discovered the blues clues. Colors and blue hues while touching the new views that shot the breeze of prophecy. Scuffing his new shoes. It's magic how they all became ducks from this fused blue. It's hypnostic like a cup full of blue booze. They're hiding bars inside my bars. I drunk up they boo-boos. The exes quickly ghosted them, bolted like loose screws. Got mad and shot each other like a couple of news crews. Last memory, we didn't get the passwords. I'm stuck in the rules. Who? Good luck on the yuzu. Gemini that got them both in trouble like you two. Went from the esophagus, sent to the Moroccan trust. Hippos with colossal touch told me what it's all about. The sunken place, me, myself, and ISIS had it falling out. Black Panther said the Jaguars right. While they hit a child asking me if had or bites. Watches I develop, hands in time lost their grip on watches I that fell up. Watching as the kings collapse, eternal voice in life is a bitch with no wings attached. Die before he let a bungee jump with no strings attached. Rings I snatched, fire from the gods in a thinking match. The universe threw me ideas, I didn't think to catch. The tallest towers turned into dust, the fiends think it's cracked, the bricks become cities in the sky. I brought the kingdom back, designed a new treaty with the devil with a handshake. Flip the planet right side up like it's a pancake. Children rise from underground holes, receive the mandrake. Control me falling up in slow motion as I steer the crowd toward the sun manifest. Standing on the cirrus cloud, praising stride of Jesus. They was calling, I could hear it loud. I won't falter, nah, I won't falter. Scripted in the tomb, read the message in the water. The stars you thought were rising up, but dying what? The whole time I thought that I was falling, really I was flying up. Everybody screwing each other to get the tightest nut. T-I-T-A-N, y'all better tighten up and move this Jenga piece that was held in the feet. So society collapsed on itself in the week. revealed the secrets that were burned on the selfish elite. Allegations shook the planet till they fell from their seats. Caught from earthquake, the killer priest felt them released as he slipped into the darkness to the essence of the beast and turned it into beauty. Child of destiny, police now. Worry took his piece out the game, none caught the fall guy. Start to fall apart just like a Libra, telling tall lies. Never fell for it, saw the answers in this small lies. The camera said it's all lies. Candles, they was all high, but as the felons fell in the trap, the righteous all fly. For every God deed, I gained a feather to adorn my wings. The beat was kicking, arms flying. When I talk, I swing punchlines, but the chemtrails. And when I got to the bottom of the seasons, to get even, I'll now storm the spring.
From the darkness came in the light. Best I'm from Gateside. I was born in Bushman. My upbringing is in Best-Style. And a lot of MCs came through my block. A lot. Big Daddy Kane, Jay-Z, Jazzo, and a lot of them came up. My block was like a haven for that. I'm a fan of rap and art of it. So just being that, just being a fan of it made me want to push a little harder. You know what I'm saying? I had a mixture of gods and Hebrew Israelites and Islam, you know, so it came from a lot of mixture. I kind of like had a lot of this energy that was in there, so it's like a different type of philosophies in there. But they didn't give it when it came in, it's slick because it never was just set. It was like, you got a demo deal. So the demo deal, at first you stress out, like, damn, I got a demo deal. That's good. But just say deal. You know, once you hand in the songs, then you got the deal. So I handed in the song, but I wanted to hear, yo, the deal is yours. And 3 of us formed the Maccabees out of that. Hellraiser came, and then Timbo came, and it was supposed to be all 5 of us, but it didn't work out. We got Black Market. We'll talk about that later. It was my song. It was a song I called As I Die Slowly. So it was the same thing, and then we just called it America. It was the whole clan. So there's a song called As I Die Slowly. So I said, yo, I got the song. Because they would say, yo, we wanted something for AIDS. So I said, I got a song about AIDS, but it had to be all of it. It had to be the clan. So I said, America is dying slowly. And then we just ran with it. RZA loved it. To do the next video, they was just like, sorry, there's no more videos, no more nothing. We done. So after Heavy Mental, it was like, I was really like, man, I'm done with this, you know? So I was ready to go independent then. But then MCA called me with a check. View from Masada was about to be born. I met this producer that was in there. He kept asking me, I kept going to the studio, and it was like, yo, man, this cat keep going to your studio session, you know, and he wanted to hit you with some beats. He was working there. He had dreads. It was Just Blaze. 4th Chamber, we in the studio. I'm over here with Jizza. Ghost and Ray is over there recording at the same time. And this dude, I just saw this dude in the middle of the circle, commanding it. And I've never seen that done, especially with the clan. Like nobody had did that. At that time, this cat was different. And that's when my first time encountering the cannabis. We met sword to sword, man. The offering is all New York. When I came out here, it was like more of a, like behind the stained glass where it started at. But then I started getting out, and then artists, I seen people wanted to work with me and things like that. So I was like, oh, yo, this is a little different. And other than the clan, like we was doing it because we was keeping everything in the house. It was my first time out, so I started working with other artists. So Horseman came, the idea came from cannabis towards me. Can't speak for the rest of them. And then he told me to call Corrupt, gave me Corrupt number, and Raz. And me and Raz already had a relationship. It was cool. But the first one who brought that to my attention was Cannabis. He was like, yo, we gotta start a group. I want to do it. It's gonna be me, you, Razzcast and Corrupt. It was just special to me. I started meeting people that I was fans of myself, and like DJ Pooh and all these guys. It was just dope. You know what I mean? I didn't know they was actually listening. I just thought we was making music, and it was right there. We was all celebrating right there, and that was it. Hip hop is here to stay, and I'm a part of it. So let's go. It means a lot to me. This is all behind the stained glass. So when I first came out here, I moved out to Manhattan Beach, and I came to Topanga, which was a whole different world. This place, mountainy, it's the view from Masada. Is the vision, is the vision.
We flying.
Yeah, Priest, Ty Phoenix. Let's get it. Yeah. From a mustard seed, I must succeed. Through storm clouds, the horned owl just brush the trees. The rainfall, I remain small till luckily the grain is tall, but I change form, become a tree. Dusting off my leaves, the moth and bee swirl around me. A world with no boundaries. The ignorant 10% thought it was just a breeze. Throwing dirt cause their heart holds in their hurt. Hey yo, Ty, you know the chart shows when to be alert. This goes from 2 in a verse to a whole universe. The altitude is windy, but through currents and air pockets, a rare prophet. To feel the world is too empty, it's too much to explain. Top pH is the water, so it's only right she rain. And y'all know my name. Yeah, Todd Wave.
Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us.
A royal priest beside a phoenix is no less than fire. Every bar's a power line like an electric wire. We interplanetary beings, we could stand the sun. Been to 23 galaxies like a Samsung. When they speak of royalty, they thinking J and B. I'm talking higher deities and the awakened me. Unmistakably, I leveled up from A to B. Laid this beat like it was masonry. Don't play with me. Going higher than the rest of them. Flying, we caress the wind. Tower over lesser men, taller than the Nephilim. Use it like a sharp sword so you will respect the pen. Claiming my reward every day, I put the effort in. Jewels around the throat chakra like a diamond necklace. Gather knowledge, drop clues like a crime detective. I took the road less traveled, found divine direction. We on the plane of existence with space and time connecting.
Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Fly with us. Fly with us. Fly with us. Fly with us.
Ha 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 ha! Party people all around the town. It's the ODB kid, and I'm gonna tell you for a second time. You gonna love this. If you don't know what that is, then I don't know why you're here. That's all I'm saying. All right. You gonna love this. All right. So I've seen a couple more redemptive hashtags in regards to Play More Killah Priest and Biz Markie. All right, Biz Markie. Mitchie Hotep, you are a legend. I'm just telling you, for real, and for real, and for real. All right. So last guest of the night. Shout out to John Newsom. It's going to be amazing. We continuing to make history on the God Craft, on the Pod Craft, and the visual manifesto of those things that exist within our minds. He brings them into a third dimension. He brings them into reality. So I want to bring one who does it in a way that we don't know that we need yet, but we do need it in every kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it for the second time. You gon' love this. So let's give it up in that spirit to the one man army that collabs with everybody. He's the one man army that collabs with everybody. Right? El Mariachi himself. He can keep it. If he don't like it, he can throw it away. But he can keep it a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? So consistently adding value everywhere he goes, every single step that he takes. And my best Bobby Brown reference to one who has become, in sorts, the sticky fingers of the song promotion segment. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that we here live on the Pod Crab, on the God Crab, on a special wind down with one of those special wind uppers. Okay, he's never down. He's always up. With the moniker in the space in regards to the actualization of the phrase hip hop saved my life. Literally. Okay? Literally. So let's give it up for one of the supporters and one of the sponsors of the Podcraft / Godcraft, our brother, California's own, California's own, DJ Blazer, aka David J. The Blazer is in the building.
Your neighborhood stranger, Dr.
Your
Rogers.
neighborhood
Mr.
stranger,
Rogers.
DJ
Just
Rogers.
this is the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
It's like Sesame Street, but it's like Beat
I have
Street.
always wanted to have a blazer just like you. I
I thought you
always
meant a
wanted
coat.
to be in a
Like a
blazer
blazer jacket.
hood with you. So let's make the most of this Podcraft day. Since we're together, we might as well say, could you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be our blazer? Won't you please? Won't you be?
Like a blazer with the coattails?
Please won't you be
Grab a hold of my
Jay
coattails, I'll take you for a
Blazer?
ride.
Hi, Blazer.
Hello. Good day to you, sir. Earth to Blazer. Checking in. So it's
What's
the
a
end of my day.
blazer?
Like I said,
Here's a blazer.
this was a pleasant surprise. Tuesday, huh?
Mm.
You had me checking the calendar and everything earlier.
I checked
But
the
it was a good
calendar
day.
myself. Let me tell you something, because I was messed up.
Day
I was
early.
like, wait a minute. Today's Tuesday. It's not Wednesday. But you asked for Tuesday because of Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to be out and about.
Monday
We
was
got
so crazy. Monday was 2 days. So we skipped straight to
yeah.
Wednesday. That's numerology on that.
You see that? You see this album right here?
Mm-hmm.
Does the
I
family
do.
see this album right here? No set date. Wednesday is tomorrow. We're gonna be live at the Ave in Orlando, Florida, with the man who produced this album right here. This album gets created because Master Killah and Killer Priest are in the studio for Mystery of Chess Boxing, and Killer Priest falls asleep. So
No
we know
Say Day, the
Master
original
Killah.
album?
This is the first album.
My brother
June
was doing
1st,
something with them because he had like a trunk
2004.
full of.
All right.
Yeah, I live with my brother. That's what I was doing with my brother before I bought my first house. I remember I have that album. I have it on CD. He gave it to me before it even came out. And you've heard me like say the references like Sloth Pit, trust the process with no set date.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. So
The
what I'm
album is
saying,
tight.
what I'm saying is their connections are so interrelated. And if you tune into the Killah, you'll get the full story of that.
Okay.
So the
That's on.
backstory that's presented on this album, if you got the album, you got the CD, you got the CD with the DVD. So the DVD
it came
tells the
with it. Yeah.
story that we know.
I have it.
So
I haven't seen it in a while, but it'll definitely come to me.
of course.
That's right.
So Master Killah's recount, they're in the studio, blah 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 blah. Killah Priest's story is he goes to sleep and he wakes up and he hears homicide's illegal and death is the penalty. One justifies the homicide when he dies in his own iniquity. So that became a greeting on how they greeted each other for years. So now you would hear homicide's illegal, and you would hear Master Killah say, I judge wisely, as if nothing ever surprised me. So these two mantras become lifestyles for those who are walking that particular path at the time. So I judge wisely, as if nothing ever surprised me. And then we hear over here, homicide's illegal and death is the penalty. One justifies the homicide when he dies in his own iniquity. It's the master of the mantis rapture coming at you. We have an APB on an MC Killah. Look. Give me a moment. We have an APB on an MC Killah. Looks like the work of a master.
Apparently.
You understand? Like we have, like that was the part for me, DJ Blazer, where I looked at the radio and I wanted to discover who was that. Looks like the work of a master. I was like, I looked back at the radio like, who the F is that? Homicide's illegal.
It was done perfectly.
Like it's
just
perfect.
A nice way
I'm telling you, homicide's
nice
illegal. We know that homicide's illegal in a civilized society.
But it was done so perfect that you can't even be mad.
But
it's like,
death is the
I'm
penalty,
not even mad.
right?
I'm impressed. It was so perfect.
Homicide's illegal and death is the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
So Shabazz the Disciple has the album and it's called Death Be the Penalty. One of the marquee songs where Death Be the Penalty is one of the Shabazz the Disciple songs. The Death Be the Penalty.
It's spread since then too. Like
it continues to go. Right? Homicide's illegal and death is the penalty. One justifies the homicide when he dies in his own iniquity. So when I say to the wicked to warn him, thou shalt surely die, that becomes a moniker from.
It's like the never-ending story with no ending or beginning.
Right. No ending or what? What's the other part?
Or beginning.
No
you
ending?
Can preface it too. You can go as far back as you want and preface it. Like Star Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for DJ Blazer. Give it up for DJ Blazer.
There's endless possibilities. There's 5 dimensions. It's crazy.
Let me put this on the screen for a lot of facts. So for the folks who not a master killerite, shout out to Solar Facts, okay? Because most of the folks they interview and they don't know this right here. Master Killah said that verse was the very first 16 that he wrote, period, not just for the clan, which is a fact and the truth at the same time. But there's some other elements in regards to what happens after that. Solar Facts. There are other elements that are there. So if y'all got love for Master Killah, play Master Killah first album, second album, third album, fourth album, tomorrow all day. Just make it a Wu Killah holiday. Okay? Because the difference between Killah Priest and Master Killah is 2 days. I want y'all to understand that. 2 days, 16 and 18. And then Jizza on the end of Leo. Last day of Leo is Jizza. So Nipsey Hussle, then Killer Priest, then Master Killer, then KRS, then Jizza. Y'all know that? They said, Lord, when you drop it, no set date. Thoughts premeditated, well calculated. You understand? So we here in the building. Let me get my phone right quick. Shout out to Jalik. Give me 1 second. One. Real quick. Give a shout out to one of the opening acts for tomorrow. I'm gonna be somewhere in the building with that. Jalik Amir will be in the building. Master Killer, April 9th at the I Bay, Orlando, Florida. Jalik Amir. And we'll have him and the fam on at some time this month to recap their journey. So y'all be able to get into him, Mark, Mike, and some of the other opening acts, and possibly the host of that event together to recount their stories. So if you in the Orlando, Florida area, Master Killer will be in the building tomorrow. Okay, if you in Florida, period. If you can get a donkey or a train, low crawl, whatever you need to do to be in the building tomorrow on that Woo Wednesday, Master Killer will be in the building. You understand what I'm saying? Live at the I Bed. Or I could say the Abbey, right? As they say. Abbey. Abbey, or Abu would mean father, but Ab would mean heart also. So the heart where the father is. You understand what I'm saying? So opportunity to be there physically, or if y'all love somebody, buy them a ticket if they in the area and let them come to the concert. Let this be a sold out event because the opening acts and the headline are akin in regards to their continuity in regards to hip hop. Right? So I'm gonna be there in the building. So if y'all love me, you know what I'm saying? Show a little love, right? Show a little love. That's it. They said we waiting for the KBA album. You on the KBA album right now. You on the KBA album right now, right? So you ain't gotta wait for it because you here right now conspiring. So let's bring back the one man army, Jay Blazer. He never been taken out. He keeps MCs looking out.
Be cooking out.
He always be cooking out.
Yeah.
How many songs Master Killer on 36 Chambers? All right.
Oh, that's
so,
where I got.
Wait. Let me do it. Let me do that real quick. All right. Solar Facts. How many songs Master Killer on 36 Chambers? He was only on one, and that was enough.
That was the
That was
he came
enough.
up with the knives. Yeah,
So
iniquities. Yeah.
He came with that verse for that album.
That's supposed to be priest.
There are songs. No, I'm not doing it. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna be quiet. So if he want to tell y'all, he could tell y'all. So hopefully we find a space where we can get the High Chief Jamel Arif to take this stage right here to
That
share with us
he's amazing
the
live.
exploits with someone that has a great deal of respect and love and honor for him. So well, he does the mics right here. Look, he said homicide's illegal and death is the penalty. So death goes by happenstance because of what he does to mics, right? Homicide's illegal when death is the penalty. One justifies the homicide when he dies in his own iniquity. So anybody else that he murdered on the track, that's where it goes. One justifies the homicide when he dies in his own iniquity. There's another significance, of course. It's the master of the mansion's rapture coming at you. Yes, he was the last one to be brought into the fold of the. He's the ninth, right? He's the ninth, but he wasn't new to the circumference or the cipher. By no means. He was the ninth, but he wasn't the last. He was the ninth, but he wasn't the last. And y'all could toil over that a little bit, but he was the ninth, but he wasn't the last. And this album that I showed y'all the vinyl of, I love it. Okay? I love it. Not just because it was released on the day before my physical. You understand what I'm saying? The day before. So my physical is in between No Set Date and Wu Tang Forever. I want y'all to understand that. My physical degree day is in between the release of No Set Date and Wu Tang Forever. Okay? So if y'all got those dates, then y'all know what my physical is. So Balance is the tour. So maybe he has a release date at the end of the tour or while the tour is in commence because he's in commencement with the tour. So they said, Lord, when you drop it, no set date. Thoughts premeditated, well calculated. All right, so we got a few minutes left. Because I still have to play more Killah Priest. So tomorrow, if you in Florida, or if you can make it to Florida by tomorrow, they got some amazing acts going on as a prelude to Master Killah hitting the stage in Florida. So tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that it's going up. So just Solar Facts, man. Solar Facts is a legend. Okay? Look, I'm gonna just cause this is it. This is a movement right here. We need this movement 24/7, 365. Okay? Play more Killah Priest. Forever. You understand what I'm saying? Forever. So tell somebody, tell somebody. So we about to get out of here. David J. Blazer, salute to him. Salute to John Newsom and the fam. Will Wednesday is tomorrow. This is why we did this preemptive today in honor of Biz Markie and respect due to the High Chief Jamel Arif being in the building. So it's going to be good. Going to be great. So tell somebody to tell somebody if they're in the Florida area. I don't care what part of Florida they're in, the northern part or the southernmost part, that the hot chief will be in the building. Killah Priest said that he's watching right now. So shout out to the Iron Soft for Hip Hop, our guide and the reason why we there. Wagi said Assassination Day. Look. Don't even get me started on Assassination Day right there. It's Assassination Day. I stalk my enemy like prey right there. With the sample from The Usual Suspects on the joint. And Master Killah says war is extremely serious, and it saddens me to have to take things to deadly measures to have you measured and shot for no pay. It's Assassination Day. I stalk my enemy like prey. Know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. It's ill. I'm telling you. So yeah. Peace to Podcraft, peace to the Godcraft, peace to the Iron Soft for Hip Hop, the one and only Killah Priest, peace to my alike, my twin brother Solo Gems, and peace to the Four Fuji and then their rulers that are out here, and the Astronaut Collective. They rule the Four Fuji and all of the fam. So tell somebody to tell 20,000 people to play more Killah Priest. All right. So we out of here. So Thursday, be in tune with the regularly scheduled Podcraft, the Onslaught for Hip Hop. Killah Priest will be in the building, and the architect D, aka AD, aka A Dizzle, will be in the building and on deck. So Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in Thursday. Sunday is going up with the Podcraft, the Godcraft. Send in your song promotion segment joints right now. Go to www.killahpriest.tv and cop something. Play more Killah Priest and subscribe to the Patreon. All of the exclusives of the exclusives, everything you ever wanted to know and everything that you ever will know will be there via the Patreon. So it's definitely going up. So with that, we say peace and love, and we out of here. We get a few minutes to play more Killah Priest, and we on the move. All right? Peace, y'all.
The stoic silence of the oldest island begin to thaw, replaced by a growing comfort from endless wars, a sense of openness from the hopelessness of night terrors and war-torn, a culture hit on the tree whose roots go down to hell, a vulture sits, its fruits are strange, comfort is the enemy of change, that's Buddha slain, ostentatious displays of masculinity, master identity, clashes of chemistry, acts to ministry, they found ossuaries where Yasha was buried, Yale and Oxford is wealthy, that's where it's held in box with the Steelies. Sensation-seeking journalists, selfish collectors, thieves and lit professors, search for leads to hidden treasures, forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve bitten together. Seductive promise, corrupt the conscious, curse of the monstrous, a bomb nuclear launches, dinosaurs extinct who instruct the comets, destructive regardless, Buddha's twisted bamboo, the Messiah touch a carpet, unspoken tension, permeated the air, the sun show us vision, made perfectly clear, the whole solar system, from days, months to years, casting that over our tranquil existence, joy and tears, the town's whispers grew louder, weaving tales of a particular king of power, deceived as well, conversation in hush tones, spoke of a clandestine underworld, King Tut's bones, the son of hell, gray smoke filled the air, creating a nostalgic atmosphere, contentment, religious, in the quietude of recent years, a mysterious veil descended from the night upon the living, the sun dipped below the horizon, the streets took on a different shape altogether, monopolizing luxury cars, sleek and expensive, stealthy rolled through the winters, criminal business with their wives and the fitness, some took bribes leads to a sentence, some survived codependent, now they co-defendants, exposed to witness through hopes and contradictions, cellmates, ex-cons in prisons, killers with long convictions, addicts with strong addictions, badges, they draw depictions, priest and mystic listen, my book fell apart when I touched it, its pages turned back to a papyrus, then went back to a tree, to a seed of a mustard. Make the black father's chain smoke. It starts to rain in the park, children playing on the swings, Marvin Gaye standing in his raincoat. Do you see demons in the flames? World made him go crazy till he seen the babies with the wings of an angel. They can't grow, it's painful. First off, rest in peace to Takeoff. His real name Kirchner, Kyrie Ball. At the same time with Kanye, and Kyrie got involved. Oh wow, Kirchner, Kyrie and Kanye. Guess that's the modern day KKK. Ancestors were slaves, now we America's plagues. Be aware and afraid. From Hebrews and Negroes, I heard the sequels fire and brimstone. Cause they put the messiahs on Skid Row. We were the providers that lift stones. We had empires with big thrones. We were never pre-owned, now we unknown. When I write I can see home. Before they put our seeds in the twilight zone. The enemies with the white tone that gave us BET and EBT. R.I.P. to Nate Dogg and Easy E. Tupac Shakur and B.I.G. Shots for you all, and one more for Shock G. They on the ships as Anunnakis. When I spit, they transform through my body. They call it the gift of my hands when man first saw astronomy. Call me Gandhi, a godly from Mali. Spread love like I'm on Molly, but I'm as strong as broccoli or broccoli. They call me the Mahdi. The truth is clear as Saki. I'm headed through the spheres, the proof is here, the suits I wear is probably for the star seas. I'm the tsunami, split to both sides when I part seas like Moses. I wrote this is God disease. Hashtag, when did Kanye start talking like he's Razzcast? Who would've thought it, but we support it. Knowledge drop like a leaky faucet. Take ignorance out like a trash bag. Say the babies, we in the land where they made a graven lady. The great horde that makes war and takes your safety. Satanists, necromancers, question God, the devil answers. Alchemists with bars, a metal handler. I sit on the throne with heavy antlers. The golden deer, the chosen steer. It's more than rap in the booth, I'm a channeler. I sense rejection, isolation, and fear. And abandonment, our planet hit. Candles lit for a year. Save the babies, stress, loss of control, death. death. This is Hades, bodies going up the pole. They feel lost in the need to belonging. I see the performance, let's save our seeds till the morning and place our greed in the coffin. You can actually see what I'm talking. I got the tolerance of Solomon on my throne of knowledge in the outer realms. I see it like a film or a hologram. I see our babies going crazy, infants codependent with no opinions that's so offensive. No one to help them or show them business. So they are co-defendant in his prisons. Who with the math, I'm the master of the solar system. I came in the craft to expose religion, but I'm good friends and good faith with the Jehovah Witness. And so with Christians. In Islam, I sit calm as I deal with the outer limits. I switch palms, I'm the old magician. Sleight of hand when I'm writing jams. My style is hitting algorithms, balance wisdom. The salad's healing, trauma from the mama, drama. I had rhymes ready to carry the summer, but I was never ready for the news. I had to bury my mother. I told my Aunt Cassie and Aunt Carrie I love her. Don't worry, no suffer. Fish and curry for supper. She's my Mary as I sit with the brothers. Maybe my last meal, Judas, came as a covert, narcissist, arguments over if I had a deal. Bag of pills, 50 pieces of silver, I grab a steel. This getting real, this giving chills. I written this will, understanding anxiety through a child's eye. Grew up on the wild side, expecting a storm, mad clouds in the sky. Saved the children, obeyed the healing. They played victim, became the villain. God favors Abel's offering because of jealousy came with Killah. In the 60s, we were proud of blackness. None of black queens are child or captive. Churches Alice to practice. Our attitudes are maladaptive. Our children play in the day, but at night the owls are active. Police proud with the captain. Big brother watches through clouds for our taxes. We stand on mounds looking up, but can't see them like the meerkats. And fear that they looking down on our actions. Post-traumatic stress disorders. The IRS at our door cuz they took the law from us. They plan to build a superhighway to try to escape to get arrested at the borders. Grandmothers pray, making a mess at the altar. It's like the old days, hair braids, like the chicken nets, make an offer. Pray till it rains, felt a hurricane over Mississippi till the whole South flood with waters. We personalized, we hurt inside. We never arrived, we first tried. 432 Hertz vibes. We must be doing the devil's work. This is Mr. Universe live. West is Yam, the East is Codeine, teaming in the South. Let me even this out. They came from the North, which is smoke, painted on skulls. The land of Canaan of old, trading and enslaving the gold. Required by force, wanted resources and tribes on a horse. Uninhabited plots, that's why the unexplained gathered in crops. The whole universe is inside of an astronaut. They say Killah Priest sounds like when Prince first worked with Sheila E. When Michael Jackson first put on his glove. When the first disco balls lit up a club. When Bob Marley lit up his bud. Or Hear the Key by Stevie Wonder. Or Hear My CD Mother. Save the babies. Dear colony, I am gone and do not follow me. I left no pheromones. I'm on a mission of my own. Where I'm going is alone. Give the queen my regards. What I seen last week was so hard, she left my heart permanently scarred. During 007 hours during the Operation Termite Mound, I was left there bound. There was no food or larvae around. Our battalion searched the whole grounds. I was sent there with our liberators and corporals for some detainees on some classification of some other insects. Unknown, if they detest, we made arrests. That same night the platoon had to find rest, so we slept inside of abandoned trapdoor spider nest. The very next morning, who came in swarming with some trapjaws trying to find our sect. The combat resulted in a few more deaths, but we sung our mantra. We are ants! We are ants! And the plants we must protect. During the daylight, we gorged on millions of parasites, cut in pieces so many bodies of mosquitoes larvae. We are the original army of the safari. We eat fly maggots, bed bug eggs, cockroach eggs. You should watch them, they crack like tacos on a tray. Our strong mandibles can crack bones and tear through flesh of insects and chew through tissue of any animal. We're the smallest but the strongest of the botanical. We are ants! We are ants! Stare at the word giants and you'll see our name. During our march, we carry rocks, we carry leaves, we carry grains. Our body is armor. In our sector, we forge nectar. We'll give our lives to protect our base. Even if bears want our honey, ask the wood ants. We'll spray phoric acid in your face. And it's not difficult when we get to the edge of a lake. We connect at the head, we connect at the legs. The others climb on top of us. They connect at the head, they connect at the legs. Over and over, connect at the head, connect at the legs. Patches of ants going over the waves. Now I'm at the end of my days, so I'm writing this page. As my heart beats slower and the time comes nearer, I'm also telling my story to a ladybug and a caterpillar. The ant slowly turned towards the caterpillar and started to cry and said, though I had many blessings, only one I was denied. The caterpillar asked, what was that, old ant? The ant said, before I die, I wanted to stare eye to eye and talk to a butterfly. And I'm totally justified. My stomach ballooned, the trumpets were tuned by the angels, maybe Gabriel, some great fool in your navel. Butterfly, looking for the pollen. Her wings spread over Brooklyn to Harlem. Where kings tread, I look at the problem. Over Queens Head, Manhattan, Long Island, Staten and Shaolin. Wing flap like a falcon, then launch at the Bronx like a mountain. Why stomp when you have talons? Hover with balance. Hug my mother in silence. The asylum, some suffer from violence. Chevalier touches with violence. Well prepared, never scared, frail or fear, hell is near, swell up tears, in my eyes, strength and size, energized, develop a bear, amazed, I scrambled an egg, then from crumbs to flour at the back of the box, the ingredients, add water, inside a bowl or pot, and wrap on the black astronaut, butterfly, I rub my eyes, blood inside, embrace the earth, hug the sky, priesthood, of the glow, the black Madonna with the child, from Uganda till now, rock paintings of a cow, Lilith feet of an owl, ancient world beneath the clouds, Ugaritic priest in front of a crowd. I frighten storms and tidal waves, hold the devil behind doors with a Bible page, a golden dragon on each side of the blade. One hand holds the atlas, the other throws a grenade. I'm a rider, speaking of Remus and Romulus, with the winged dance of demons and Phoenix are rising up. Lovers like Mercury and Venus for astrologists, a long line of kingship, the gods to apocalypse. I hold the keys to the pits that's bottomless. I exist from debris as soon as the marble chip. Who is this MC that rhymes so marvelous? Priest bar for bar, you win every argument. Since heavy mental, look how hard he went. Came from the stars to a god to a prince, and I've been taking on all the odds ever since. And every now and then a dog move when it's pinch. When my pen is gripped, every picture in the room flinch. Every scripture on a tomb switch. I go from stiff to movement. Priest, I'm just here to uplift through music. I teach, you must get my new hits. It's not a reach in tune, soon as the moon shift. You gotta eat, food for thought, the spoons lift. I am magic, you was always spoonless. It's foggy or starry, innate, going through the gate. Travel through space, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Royal priesthood. Yeah. Vedic vape room papers. Yeah, on nature. Yeah, here we go. Call me Captain Invisible, Master Original, Super Saiyan of Saiyans, graphic and visual, math metaphysical, rap somewhat mystical. From a sun disc vehicle, I come to spit lyrical. When I talk, I force crowds to come forth. As I return lyrical hip-hop to its source. That's food for thought. I add salt, so let it sit in the pot like broth. Stir it till it cools off. Nourishment from New York sidewalks. Rent with high cost apartments, vents and lofts. Space and treble was twist. The ghetto was lit. I take my space behind the tape as the next pharaoh to sit. From sunrise to become Ra. Then I became God from King's Yard. Brooklyn from the train yard. Spray paint, brave saints, late night rain hard. Engraved ink, they drank back on the boulevard. My flow irritate demons, make them uncomfortable like it's a palm reading. Cause when I write it's like I'm foreseeing those in your circle that will hurt you and across regions. I call them out throughout our 4 seasons. They say my quotes galvanize ghosts and make the place spooky, like cemetery chase in the movie. My pen embraces beauty, a taste of grace, a face with 4 aces, greatness truly. To balance the brilliant bipolar, try yoga. till the skies lower they climb over. The time flow, I baptize Noah. Joan of Arc, my refuse to get up persona. Rosa Parks, this is mental health help. Protect the temple, be gentle with self. The giant to elf, though it seem hard, it's simple with stealth. Attentive, attractive, anxiety disorders. Super supportive, silent schizophrenia. Dementia door walker. Dementia for millennia before the authors of Horus. Before the spirits moved across the waters. And my lyrics wrote themselves in Taurus. And Methuselah finally had rigor mortis. Now man makes machine to dig through the forest. The land placed with kings till he's to the orbit. I'm the understanding place in my queen in August. But there's more than 16 bars. Show and prove, dog.
Calculated Zodiac, I figured the water formula. More mates and more braids dripping before Lemuria. Swimming in sound waves, the rivers of every aura. The dreamings, the real streaming Piscean movie Emporia. Currency's words for me, each sign is a note. That's $1. Dalai Lama Lake, I'm torching the boat. Cross the river Styx with an orchestra and 2 goats. Rode a llama through the lake of fire, walked through the cloak. Darth Vapor, Darth Vader, Pika Charm, Lega, spoke to Brahma through an ancient wire, thought I was woke. Dreams wrapped in dreams, inception of a Russian doll maker. The secret of confessions of 100 stargazers, giving birth to the future, but it wasn't hard labor. Bizarre nature, they be saying we extreme. You think you woke till you wake up in the next dream. Guitar player made the music to connect scenes. What up with the clones of a nation, a depth fetus, a repeating simulation of the living death sequence. Vegas hidden nation in the masonry beams. This is light architecture that remains to be seen. Made tea inside the circle, so I'm faking the steam. Taurus taking nanobites till I ate the machine. Who could swallow volcanoes like a plate of cuisine? Cause God made the spiral and hypnotized himself, staring at his own chart. Now who can wake the supreme? So eternity at once, in the space in the stream. Between infinity and now and all this place in between. They so hungry for the light to get a taste of the gleam. The clip's empty, I'm trying to refill it. But the beat's already dead, I'm trying to re-kill it. Inside of a deep skillet, stop lying to me, spill it. Exercise peace while you puzzle, I still fit. Your circle's out of shape with no muscular build fit. Papers from banana plants to pucker my grills with. Jungles though I'm used to going dust like the bill split. Light pole, fixed stars, froze time, I'm still lit. Playing freeze tag with my past self, I'm still lit. I'm still wet from my past rain, I still drip. That's nice and cool, Zodiac bicycle. Rapid eye motion, beats for the appetites roaming. This sounds like a job for this is Captain Sky Ocean, Superman and Mr. Universe who snatched the time potion. Shoot, they optimism like it's magnified, hoping lyrics hit the firmament case and it cracked it wide open, wide open, wide open.
Have you heard of Nag Hammadi? No? Let me tell you about it. The Nag Hammadi Library is a collection of 13 ancient books called codices, containing over 50 texts. Texts that present a radically different view of early Christian beliefs.
During the early race, man wanted real estate, so he started building shape. Others started to fill away, though they started killing snake. Those of the worldly faith found themselves in pearly gates, left and see this girl inflates. Blessed he who elevate, set the tea and meditate. Rain splash off of the stained glass. Medieval cathedrals that still stand in Spain and France. Skeleton figures how many diamonds his ring had. The courts had green grass, the hawks took spring baths. Across where kings clashed, they fought for the queen's hand. A masterpiece done by priests. Refractory property so unique. Sister goes Sophia in her holy seat. Her feet Alistair Crowley sleeps. It's where Kiss and Bon Jovi meet. The Greek, the beast, the owl covered in rosaries. Prophetess, potions and poetry. Abraxas Rebus Simha. The lion called Simba. When rhyming I'm the Templar. The troubadour make music for the temper. The rooster call from roof to floor. The eyes in the center. The truth is all manly hall what lies within the picture. The fruit don't fall. Nuclear war that ties within the scriptures. The Zodiac sign of Hitler. More than one Jack the Ripper. More than one Shakespeare. For some of it take years. The Nag Hammadi god body that practice motionless karate. The dragon on my Vatican Armani. Nag Hammadi, my bad. The craft I'm in, I'm mastering. The carpentry, the scaffolding, Corian stones to cornerstones. When I grab the pen, I fall in my zone and reach the African. Plastered in the walls of Rome, the priest is practicing. The royals on the doors of the dome, pads and fabric skin. On the mountain surrounded by columns, writing my album. All alone like I'm in the solemn, solving my problems. Gothic sanctuaries, a wall of St. Mary's. The Gospel of John is scary. Lately I've been drinking heavy, reading Psalms with nervous palms. Open the vote, grab my sword and my coat of arms. Murder I wrote. Nakamani Library.
Imagine finding a book that tells a completely different version of a story you thought you knew by heart. These manuscripts were hidden for a reason. In the end, Nag Hammadi's texts aren't just relics. They're a bombshell on traditional teachings, showing us just how diverse and dynamic early Christian thought was.
Zodiac. Priesthood. Royal priesthood. Yeah. Royal priesthood. At 86, the devil raised the bar, but I'm a hurdler. And I'm the good thief. I sneak in your toxic house, the burglar. The musical Merkaba came to set free the Lucifer worshippers. Like James Bond 007, the soul of an old legend. Negative energy murderer. Good or evil, angel or demon interpreter. Kings with frankincense and myrrh. And perfumes anoint me soon as my birth occur. Like Ben-Hur, I'm indigenous to Gilgamesh. With brilliantness became the builders of the pyramids. Now we lost in American North wilderness. I became the force, a poor man's ventriloquist. On the island far away from home like Gilligan. Took us from our villages till we find our way back through resilience and our diligence. Two rags and wave caps, black fists look militant. And college remembrance, while living ignorance. Driving kids with innocence, dreams fly limitless. Straight towards the nebula, with cannon or the terror. Black boys face, we all in this together. I chase demons in my cape, my sword and my scepter. His brother Glow the Great, the lord of this era. Royal priesthood, gold plates and treasures. Anubis, my eye, weigh your heart against the feather. Carted Satan out your soul, lifting him out, he's on the stretcher. With my divine helicopter, with shocking propellers. The outlines made of copper, the fortune teller. My dragon glows green like matcha. New York regalia, like Robin Walker is the prophet Walter. From the days of Iron Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter. Blue around my garment borders. Fringes, execute vengeance. Mathematics, Qurans and Taurus. Rock the head of Horus. Rocks in the watch is gorgeous. Behind my will, it fell into the wheel. Metamorphing. Start spinning clockwise and counterclockwise. On the outside, my car became a flying saucer. Straight through the orbit.
Masquerade killer, Michael hijacked the sun, matinee thriller. Zombie apocalypse, a center for disease. Says my tracks are way iller. Ice adrenochrome cubes keep they cabernet chiller. And thought this thought, they don't want you to think. Knowledge is power, shock the flowers, make my aura look pink. To know the ledge, godly hour, push your thoughts to the brink. You can't even close your eyes, become a corpse if you blink. Where the oracle sink, I was born in the sticks. Copper DNA necklace with historical links. Hiding poison in the food, in the water you drink. Cause they raised down the natives biding their time. Throw food the lost tube coming down on my mind. Stab you with a light ray cause you was dying to shine. Then I disappeared like a truth post in your IG. Holy Spirit dripping like a ghost in your IV. Can't deport them all, we was already here. So get in tune with the voices in the water right here. You don't see the embryo in the form of your ear. Invisible man, I make myself awfully clear. Royal royal priesthood, astrologies is Lord of the Spears. Throwing platinum plates, you thought the flying saucers appeared. Yeah, they scared to wear their own face in the street. Deep elixirs, beast addicted to the taste of the sheep. On Harry Potter's wheel, the god knew arrange my physique. Kai, Elohim, hemoglobin, the Arabian chic. 7 circles like the planets in the days of the week. Supreme math, solar facts in the language I speak. You brainwashed if you watching the news. Never make the wrong step when the laws in my shoes. The dream weaver make it seem there's no option to choose. Corona dope fiends, they be trying to nod. They in line to get shot, that's a fireman squad. Pharmaceutical, shoot to kill line with the gods. I cried for the angel babies that have died in the fog. Caught up in the crossfire, like a panther in a Klan rally. Zodiac, they need these answers in my hands badly. Like palm readers, break dancers in the sand valley. I moonwalked on chemtrails in the sky. On the path to ancient Kemet, weigh the scales in my eyes. The sun and moon temple sitting on the side of my head. A million years, I still remember every line that I said. Hermes Trismegistus, serve me the statistics. 99 attributes of Allah, 99% survival rate. Imagine the odds when you're the Neo, you're the one that made the patterns evolve. Another chapter to solve, why did Saturn revolve? Spinal column, I am Amen, climb the ladder to Oz. On the rocket to Nebula, the planet of the gods. Use my mind, use my mind. Lose my mind, I will. Use my mind, I won't. Lose my mind. Use my mind. Musical math, get used to the craft. Use my mind, turn the mic to a producer staff. Trying to fit these odd shapes in the box. Tetragrammaton text, you see my face in the watch. Circle of life displayed in an arrangement of clocks. You can't be so diplomatic when you're breaking the locks. God Zodiac, Killah Priest, Rome Priest.
Kiss the ring, kiss the ring. I'll spare the life.
Born natives in the flesh with the hidden wings. I'm talking angles that connect, it's a different thing. We royal priesthood, we the wizard kings.
The most anticipated. Kiss the ring. Scream the name out for the breeze. Supreme, all real, kiss the ring.
We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings.
Smacking seas, while you scream your majesty.
She's not a raven, not a dove, and not a pelican. The immortalized phoenix, universal element. The throne holder with the flow that's most eloquent. Bringing the rebellion, the mothership propelling it. I'm nicer than they ever fathom every time I'm doing this. My energy is like slicing an atom to its nucleus. Interstellar, surpass astronomical. That's why my aura got a sparkle like a diamond do. Soaring through the sky, but I was born underground. Blood on the temple from the thorns in the crown. The seventh seal will open when the horn makes a sound. No time to mourn, you was born not to stick around. So start reflecting and atoning. I recollect the sectors I was known in, even long before the Greco-Roman. Time to bow and kiss the ring, you will respect the chosen. I won the battle before I select my next opponent. 6 million ways to die, they lied to the masses, but they never taught you how to rise up out the ashes. My intuition say we trapped inside a simulation, so I'm here to bring demolition to imitations. I dispel the pressure when I held the scepter, the luminescent, iridescent solar cell receptor. I rebelled and I refused to sell the elder treasure. Time to unify, rebel against the hell forever. Every word in the verse, you know it is Phoenix. Give the people rebirth like I'm growing a fetus. Say the truth with my chest like showing my cleavage. The mothership kiss the ring, cause we the ring leaders.
Yeah, multitasking through the multiverse, immersed in the energy that broke the curse. In a thirst for higher works, dispersed out your speaker box like beta taj. Days balance equal vernal equinox, high voltage, frequent shocks, outward charged particles. Flares bring more color than carnivals, editorials, rhymes and written articles. Alkaline, my arsenal, I'm Canis Media, others are marginal. Fez, brilliant red like a cardinal. Flourishing with other Moorish kings, kiss the rings, mystic strings, beyond intellect. Holistic beings, ecclesiastic, legendary like Atlantis. Reminded of divine protection, seeing the praying mantis. King Sharif on my throne, caliphate in the east. My influence increased from Greece to Mozambique. Crown jewel, laying new ground rules. Equal carre, my mind sparred in renowned schools. No parlay, gracious, build a oasis, spacious. greatness, entire priesthood, traveling spaceships, connect with lawmakers, Mahatmas, scholarly, those who know the truth about the Barbary, God's professor, private sector, peep the architecture, Tartarian, so on the microphone, a barbarian, Islam, Al-Day and Bay, if we Voltron clans, we'll run circles round Satan like the Photon Band.
Jack fell down, broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. The black and brown came from the ground to fill the sun and the magma. A rap profound as a lounge so kneel in front of your master. From merry-go-rounds to burial grounds, I killed every one of you rappers. With my skills I can heal, but my tongue is disaster. The age seal is revealed in none of the chapters. Burn them on cheap wood, this royal priesthood. There's cavities and casualties wherever we stood. When I black out and see the bats route, I say things that make the cats crouch. Wings from my back sprout, serpents coil, anoint the head with virgin oil, drip with olives. We sit in garments and spit astrologic, regardless, we goddess and goddesses. And thick as the dip with the garlic, but hard as the chip, that's smart, that's trick knowledge. Nah, we kick knowledge while eating salad in a big palace. The roof open and the sky show a rich harvest. The bitterman man, the black who a thick target.
Hey, yo, musically I'm married to the group, that's a wedding band. Cycle Jordan rings like Thanos with the heavy hand. The ringleader, the electric lamb. I'm staring at the rings like a breast exam. I'm peering up the next cycle at the drug ring, spirals in the dust ring. I made a campfire with the circle around the sun spring. I see rings in the flowers when the blossoms bloom. Like the onion rings out of supersonic boom. That's two O's in the middle of the BM. I seen rings in the middle of the tree limbs, clothed in the gospel, the noble, apostle. I'm moving more circles than the O's in Morocco. My blow made the rocks blow. Killing sex traffickers, my flow freed the kids in the ring. From death massacre, priesthood, vampire hunters, arrest Dracula. Earth stage, I rock it, never left on the ground. But smoke till I'm so high up that heaven is down. 12 angels quickly circle me wherever I'm found. Morris headband leader, that's a heraldry crown. Like no sort of omens, bodies lammed on the floor. Purple rings of cerebellum, see who answers the door. As it quickly throws, they bang the snow rings like the sound of sleeping, playing ring toss with my chakras over mountain peaks. Now to the owl chief, ornaments around the reef, alkali, riding on the decibels around the streets. Brainstorm will gather the star charters. As every knee bends, kiss the rings of the Zod father. The Don Zada, in a sense, like the Knock Chomper, Knowledge Chomper, Kaharaja, squash him like a Kalabasa, Kali Lama, Dalai Lama lamp, Muhammad Ali Baba, uncontrolled voters. They all bowed down when we stood. Big flag, zigzag, Zodiac, Killah priesthood. Killah priesthood.
Scream the name out, royal priest. Leave the blood spilling in the street. King, supreme, all meal, kiss the ring. Scream the name out, royal priest. Leave the blood spilling in the street. King, supreme, all meal, kiss the ring.
Fire worshippers, Abraham followed Abraxas, Sax, priests, honorable and hollow words. Same word, sages of the ages, and prophets, Coptic, Gnostics, and apostles heard. And those sinning unfinished, now it's written in the ribbon, and held by 4 swallow birds. Beneath Abraxas practice, in the blackness, seance, each one of my classics. Burn a candle, the anu with bottled myrrh, and Quetzalcoatl and herbs. Preach the novel in the marble been heard. A gold icon of Basilides of Alexandria. They sold to Italy from a palace out in Zambia. Stole from Sicily, Africa towers over Pangea. Amateur, reaching for my pleroma. Deep sleep and yoga. Psyches like the Pisces of Jonah. Tertullian, so I get the nutrients and come out a Nubian. I'm not talking about the ancient Natufians or hooligans when I'm putting out something new again. Let LF tell her death. Me, I'm an embellish on the angelic. Holding the mic like a relic. Last one left. Priest and purpose. Living footprints deep in the surface. Enough to be called a crater. Meditating in the Tibetan hall in Asia. We all evolve from nature. The ink shooting out my pen like flaming balls hitting my paper. I grab the dark horns of archons and star forms. The bars drawn to give you Mars floors to walk on. Epiphanius, Arrhenius, Hippolytus, sit by fire, different writers sniffing coke. Who's the most highest? Baptizer, Holy Ghost. Santa Morte, Phantom in all gray, stands in the hallway, head of a ram, put hands on your grave. Purpose, let the chords play. Priest never had an off day. Never let my sword lay, so all pray. Work from the bottom like Noah. Meditate, I slip into a coma till I reach my pleroma. Play more, Killah Priest. Play more, Killah Priest, why don't you? Play more, Killah Priest. Play more, Killah Priest, why don't you? Play more, Killah Priest. Play more, Killah Priest, go ahead. Play more, Killah Priest, go ahead. Play more, Killah Priest. She had me caught in the whirlwind. Me and my girlfriend, 86 in the flick with the Sherlin. In ancient Berlin, I was known as Merlin, a magician, musician, stars unveiling. I'm Sheikh Entity up upon the Keops. Y'all look lost like the books of Enoch. I push my rug, good cushion, teapot. Started to play chess, less stress as weed crops. If you could love me more, free to soar, see it all, explore. No more keys to my door. Go ahead, be a whore, and I'm your cheating dog. You tell your moms and your friends you adore. I'm so immature. We both sins, hope this end and fall. Went to win, so you cringe when I call. And we both pretend to win when we draw. Attention.
Couldn't love you more. Time was running out.
Yeah. The stoic poet, riding a clouded horse from the Northern Army, holding the book of the dead that showed nothing gab. The horse's hooves pounded on the four winds godly. Y'all fell in love with Beelzebub, the Babylonian king head held in blood. Which rapper who won it? It's torment. I open my book of rhymes like a coffin. A big raven come out, it's gonna be horrid to the chorus. My two blades re-enter the forest. I draw a picture of an eye, then circle it with Horus. You see the name priest, the missionary of the Maccavites Melchizedek, the angel avenger, retells the death. My grammar's like heaven's hammer. I'll shove your souls into hell's stove. I'm the goat with 7 antlers. I'll make your brain fit inside your skull. It's all written inside my Johnny Pump scrolls. Fire hydrant writing, the L on the stairwells. And they're gonna know. They all gonna know. They all gonna know. Killah Priest is the law. All gonna know. All gonna know. Killah Priest is the law. Open the portals. Room 5. I know that they can priest. 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 They can priest. They can priest. They more to the priest. More to the priest. More to the priest.
Like 2 black people, but they're very, very black. And one was near the spaceship, and one was a bit forward. It was like very, very bright. And I thought,
that's true, I know where you want to be. Here in this moment, master of his craft and crowned. The 5th room, the saga. The sub-Saharans where we used to be. Builders of pyramids in Egypt. The black ground in the Levant. I know you hear the stories again and again about how we was gods way back when. After the Homo genus came a kingship, a queen list that wore the winged disc. African land of rulers that advanced to Sumer. The richest man was Mansa Musa. Then they went to transatlantic cruiser. Kings from Benin, low self-esteem the future. They poked their head with syringes cause they wore fringes. Borders of blue to slaughter the... Rise up young kings, rise up young queens. The future needs you. It's about all of us. This is our exodus. Play more, Killah Priest. Play more, Killah Priest. Play more, Killah Priest. Play more, Killah Priest. Da 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 da. It's been a minute. Da 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 da. Room 5. Room 5. Room 5. Moon high. Dear colony, I am gone and do not follow me. I left no pheromones. I'm on a mission of my own. Where I'm going is alone. Give the queen my regards. What I seen last week was so hard, she left my heart permanently scarred. During 007 hours during the Operation Termite Mound, I was left there bound. There was no food or larvae around. Our battalion searched the whole grounds. I was sent there with our liberators and corporals for some detainees on some classification of some other insects. Unknown, if they detest, we made arrests. That same night the platoon had to find rest, so we slept inside of abandoned trapdoor spider nest. The very next morning, who came in swarming with some trapjaws trying to fight our sect. The combat resulted in a few more deaths, but we sung our mantra. We are this. We are ants. And the plants we must protect. During the daylight, we gorge on millions of parasites, cutting pieces so many bodies of mosquitoes larvae. We are the original army of the safari. We eat fly maggots, bed bug eggs, cockroach eggs. You should watch them, they crack like tacos on a tray. Our strong mandibles can crack bones and tear through flesh of insects and chew through tissue of any animal. We're the smallest but the strongest of the botanical. We are ants. We are ants. Stare at the word giants and you'll see our name. During our march, we carry rocks, we carry leaves, we carry grains. Our body is armor. In our sector, we forge nectar. We'll give our lives to protect our base. Even if bears want our honey, ask the wood ass. We'll spray phoric acid in your face. And it's boom, and I'm totally justified. My stomach balloon to on the universe, sonship, the impact of the holy ones hit, mass extinction, disappearance of the veranda decks, wing discs, the ascended masters. In these chapters, the headquarter heavens, endless disasters. Dinosaurs disappeared, the great engineers living in the distant spheres. Occupying Zion, we're always here. The ships are gone, the hallways clear. Water systems, organisms, the broad day appears. Alternation of the rocks as the temperature on the earth decreases. The sea level drops, pool begins to cool. Gases releases. The constellation daddies lift up my eye like a Grammy. Put away in scale, an animal, woman, arachnid, and a fish to form the family. Now called a Zodiac, and each one shows when I'm flowing tracks. My flowing rap, it's like you unfold the map. It's freedom when I write, free those who's trapped. It's extra pages in my Vedic papers, extra rooms. You see the nature, forest of the happy ever after. Here and after, within my tears there's laughter. I wanna know, wanna flow. Vedic room, open up the door. Extra room, unmasked devils in plain sight. Religion, tunnel vision, I see the train light. Women, give us children, we have gained life. Mysticism, I spit snowstorms to a flaming mic. Thus spoke Zarathustra. Pisces, barracudas, high priest and his cherub rulers. With his wifey, somewhere in Suma. Amongst goats, then I broke the fortune cookie that I shared with Buddha. He poured me tea, we talked with geese, I called them B. This was ancient times when LA and New York was trees. Extinct animals, where the woods and bushes are. This forest, it's now Hollywood Boulevard. We would laugh and joke as travelers. From here I see Detroit, to my left I see Africa. Muslim, Jew to a Christian, I'm Utum the Bishop. I came to tell the truth to the children. I flip a nickel wearing a fedora hat, a smoked down cigarette, a large pea coat, a vintage set. I paid a dime for the papers and got a quarterback. Y'all all crossed over, I just crossed over rap. My Vedic vape room keys unlock the doors to the mystery room. Starry night, silvery moon. The bars I write are memories from wombs, wounds, walls with baboons.
I was really hoping that you would pick up because I miss you a lot.
They crave attention and power, control over your soul. Employing manipulating tactics to sway my perception. I'm supposed to be the protection, you supposed to be the essence. Your delusions have zero impact on my thoughts. For your amusement, call me a weirdo empath, it's all my fault. Yes, I was strong as the cast iron, but you came with the gaslighting. I saw the flaws of your cracked diamonds. I took a pause cause you lacked guidance. All the lies, exaggerations, and inadequacies. We were Adam and Eve, now you're just a dragon in me. So you have it out seeds. Vedic vape room keys. I'm leaving this room. Incapability. Can't escape the trilogy. It's the Killah P-R-I-E-S-T E-S-P-O-O-V-E. An out-of-body experience. Now we're in godly excellence. Do you listen to Sade, or do you listen what the gods say? She said she listens to Yahweh. I said, do you listen to Sade, or do you listen what the gods say? She said she listens to Yahweh. Back in the days and not nowadays. In the boundless. I'm twirling through rings of fire, my wings are tired, the king attire, and dream attire. Eyes of a tiger, the supreme rider. King Ashurbanipal upon the wall, with two angels holding dragons on the wall. Standing in castles with sunken floors, holding tarots like they were doors to paranormal dimensions. Above there's thunderstorms, 1,000 fingers, 100 palms I write with. On the page covered with sage, and my mind is of a psychic. I go to sleep today and wake up in yesterday, then daydream to rewind it. What fellowship does clay has to a diamond? The bounty hunter through cloudy summers for the William Cowdy brothers. I kick in the doors looking for the Satan lovers, and I have cases on others. Kill a priest, kill the beast. The 7 silver leaves feel the heat.
War is still raging inside of me.
The greatest MC.
Still feel the chill.
My words make you feel.
I reveal my shame to you.
Angels too.
I wear it.
Wake up, 100,000 years. 100,000 years, pyramids and ziggurats in Mesopotamia. Black figures on the wall, back when they written out the law. Mathematics and science, open up your mind to explore. Killah Priest. Violent watts of hip-hop, vintage like wine, you pop a twist top. Pour, explore the thrift shop, it's pure, I'm a ball of fizz knock. On the desk doing reader subjects, rhyming to myself like I was obsessed. Now when I rhyme, the demons protest, cause I get the king with an English old text. Vedic Vape Moon Saga. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. And above was a firmament, below I'm the journalist, divided the water. Long black eyes, on both sides counting in the 5. In the tree above the ancient tribes with hives, lived sisters that were all small in size. In the morning they would all rise and buzz above the buds, waiting for the opening of their love. Amongst the bushes and the tree shrubs. In Mexico, the old Mex would wait for them because they pollinate their cactus for the tequila. They were simply known as the healers. These small beings were winged and they had stingers to sting to protect the queen. They were responsible for peaches, oranges, and apples and nectarines. The color of their bodies were yellow and black. The rest were rings, the insect for kings. On a full moon on the right night when it's totally dark, the queen of the bees come out and talk with the wasp. We have all our ancient ancestors encased in amber. Great bees from the past that protect us from the bear and the badgers. They are the masters of the pastures. The wasp spoke off top. I scavenge from the bottom during autumn. While y'all fly above the garden looking for pollen, I see a problem, cause I search amongst the doom beneath the moon. While y'all eat that which bloom and blossom. Quiet, the possum. They tell me you have magic, royal jelly. Y'all really came up since y'all evolved from us. And y'all from the ants before y'all were ever was. The universe buzzed. We all can agree. I know my sacred rights when I write. Who am I to judge? I'm in my pen tonight. I got booked in the pages with blue bars in. I started doing the sentence and finish at the margin. My mind tried to escape, but I'm the correctional garden. Max in the mental state, full of gems while I'm jogging. Using words and terms till I serve my turn. On my brain cells form into a bell's bond. Recording while I'm self-rewarding. Like I spit 3 autumns. When I release a masterpiece just talking. That's how I get when I'm zoning. Just flowing. I make the listener a prisoner of the moment. The old face was abolished, reshaped and polished. Graduate from college, move to different states. The same people that hate make the dollar. Leonardo da Vinci envy. Cathedral cardinals were busy throughout the cities of Italy. The evil part of the history and mystery. Replaced the people dark as the pygmy. Eventually, Michelangelo and Bible radicals handed gold by the Pope from that century to cover art immensely, intentionally. To dark ages from arcade, from rock paintings who started language, charts and data, tribal marks invaders, before titles and parts of Asia. The heart was nature, Africa was far ancient. Older periods, stars Sirius over pyramids, walls with cobra images. Rituals were open the mouths of mummies. Or biblical, how to rip a crowd for money. Identical, beneath the clouds of countries. Subliminal, one wears the crown is chubby. While we hungry, they ugly and frowned upon me. Look down on us, but count on us and our growling tummies. Arrest the devil, read him his rights, eat him mites. In the courts of the courts, the Lord's jury seated Christ. And the 2 witnesses since Genesis. Bringing the devil as God prisoner. The job for the minister, persecute him. Then drag him to the chair to execute him. He tries to bribe you, stone him with Bibles. Give thanks to the Lord for he is good. A million saints with their swords to the devil's hood. Metal hooves, stand in heaven where I never stood. Only in hell, music and spells. Magic only several could. Before religions, oral traditions, total transitions. Dogons, Egyptians, Both arms are risen, the boat gone and drifting. Let's roll on depiction, let's roll on subscriptions. Snowstorms on Christians, black magic and sorcery, mathematics, bad habits, horrors that I see. Dialogue. Giving honor and all glory, thankful and painful during long sufferings, calm when storms hovering, protected by my guardian angels. Their lower and their upper wings are covering, for soul restructuring. I'm like Job recovering, loosen all the knots and the cluttering till I'm filled with coloring. My life's a book with crayons or spray on. Our legs and arms are bronze from the Amazon, lost tribes in Babylon. North skies we sung a song, sweet chariots, then we carried on. We came from the nebula as settlers. We came here to plant grain, then explain the weather. The 10 spirits of the Sephiroths, their attributes and appearance. 10, this is the beginning. The hot ones like the chakra transcendent. Our demeanors in Bina, in its likeness in its image. The nexus died like my eye, the astronaut on the ziggurat. Comet rocks past the equinox, cast it on my headdress. The space cadet, that's the message. Then Gavura, like Suma, then Teferi, then a tea beverage. Connect with comedics, genetics, and deep merits. Next up is next suck. After is hold in your soul. The Malkut, the town book. Weed is Nubian, brown kush. Take away the image you saw, now look. Jacob fringes on Esau, his crown took. Before the Platos and the Aristotles. In days of old, those were pharaoh novels. And dialogue, and dialogue, dialogue, and dialogue, dialogue, and dialogue, and dialogue, dialogue. Come with actions from a praxis, every tree is gone dialogue. Become paper for my reasoning and dialogue. Rhythmic, big applause to the lion god. Round and shakes mountains, break the sounds can make the giants nod. Mayan guard, Zodiac clocks made of compliant cogs. Move barbarians, medicines from a second crop. Hallucination equations lost in vagina bar. They all bow when I walk into the highest lodge. Climbed out the pupil in the all-seeing iris rods. Vivid third eye massage. Flying pigs high up the hog. While they hoarding, I'm boarding the next astral plane. The wheel turns, but I never seen its axis change. The same script, just the actors in the apple frame. While we giving different roles written just to act the same. And clearly Buke and Masters flame. Who could reenact the same? That's a shame. Planets rotating as the math explains. Shed my skin, left a million bodies on the path I came. Killed my former selves and got away, but look what that became. Vast terrain, God releases science when I ask for rain. Master brain, if you don't have a name, you don't have an aim. In and out this world so many times, still I haven't came. I can see the next me, seen through galactic frames. 7 keys, 5 degrees, demons on our path get slain. Royal priesthood, our reputation got them scared to death. Devils caught wind of us approaching, they give up their breath. Treasure keep a century, eat a season with time spice. I ate a clock and deprecated minutes from my hindsight. I took the 7 vows and went from infinite to finite. He's in the days, but he only entered it to finite. Looking at my chest, now she got interest in the finite. Talisman, talisman, the ignorant divine height and body. All the Gnostics knew that wisdom's a divine right. Profound magic of a master at the round tablet. Heaven's real meal, not immortal from the ground addict. Holy evidence, open portals in my crown addict. Special spectators took the spirit world around back. The why knows like why know is ignorance bliss. But it's all mirage, vanished with one flick of my wrist. Took a picture of my watch like it didn't exist. Photo of my photons from the mystic abyss. Serpents with a hawk face, circus in my thoughts race. Knew my Pegasus would be the quickest at the horse race. Spearhead the mirror, fairy visions of the Lord's face. Arab in the abracadabra, I rock a dabber. Zigzag, Zodiac, Killah, the next massacre.